Everybody,
Whoa.
it is Friday night, which means it is time for Wildcards, which is our Savage Worlds Deadlands Reloaded show. It may not be Deadlands Reloaded forever. I did just buy a crap ton of East Texas University, but for the time being, it is Deadlands, and we're gonna milk it for all it's worth. My name is Meghan Caves. I am the marshal around these parts, and we got a lot of fun in store for you guys tonight. We should meet our table though. Let's meet our table. We'll start over here with you, lady, you.
Oh, me, it's Megan.
Right, no, I was gonna get there.
Okay. Yeah, hi, I'm Meghan Caves, and I am playing Rosaline, who is a high-class escort slash huckster slash knife fighter slash, you know, great things.
Entrepreneur,
great things.
sure, we'll throw that in there.
Entrepreneur, yeah, I think so, yeah. I think that's about it.
Okay, and then moving right along next to Megan, we have Dom.
Hey everybody, my name's Dom Zook. I'm playing James Bogue, the cold-blooded gunslinger slash bounty hunter slash mercenary
slash entrepreneur.
Slash entrepreneur. That's me.
All right, and then next to Dom.
Is me.
Yep.
Hi everyone, I'm Talene. Welcome to this edition of Wildcards.
Young
Young Yachts, thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow. I am playing Tort Law, a Native American who is exploring the world. I lost my train of thought in the middle of my NPR voice.
That's fine, that happens.
That's all I wanted to say to you tonight, except good night.
But don't go anywhere, because we are actually just getting started. We're just now getting started.
Oh, just now?
Yeah, just now.
Just now.
All right, so real quick, before we get going, last time these guys all advanced. They got enough experience to get an advance, which is sort of Savage Worlds' equivalent of leveling up. So real quick before we dive into everything, Jordan, who is not here, took an edge called Elon, which means every time he spends a fate chip to re-roll a roll, he gets to add a +2 to that roll, which is a super powerful
really awesome,
edge.
And it's great with his luck, which gives him an extra fate chip.
Right, yeah, really comboed it up there. Megan, what edge did you take?
A
Urusol.
Thank
you for the follow.
I took Acrobat, which gives me a +1 to my parry if I'm unencumbered, which is mostly all the time, and I get a +2 to agility for acrobat rolls. So anytime I do anything and I do it, you know, in a fancy acrobat way, then I get a +2 to my agility.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Dom.
that's pretty awesome.
Yes.
You took Quick.
I did. I took Quick. Quick means that whenever we enter combat, if I am given a card of 5 or lower, I can redraw until I get a card higher than a 5.
I think you just redraw once, right? And you keep the highest of the two cards?
I thought it
No,
was...
that's level-headed, I believe.
Oh, wow. We're all learning.
Quick is whenever you're dealt a 5 or lower in combat, you may discard and draw again until you get a card higher than 5.
Oh, nice.
So.
Dirk Portley.
Dirk Portley.
Thank you for the resub.
Wait a second.
You're on the
Hold
right
on.
side.
But
How
if
were you
he's
able-
there, then who?
What? Wait.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Thank you for the resub. Jordan, be sure and let everyone know, and when I say everyone, I mean Brian and Isaiah behind the camera there, guys. Let them know who you want to give that cursed piece of Spanish gold to at the table for your resub. And Talene also took her advance, but we will get into what Talene took a little bit later because we did something a bit different. So real quick, again, before we get started, I'm going to go over the donations that you at home can use to affect the game here. That's right. Not only do your donations help us keep the lights on and help us keep coming up with awesome new shows to share with you guys, it also can help influence the game at the table. So the donations are a toast for 500 XP, which is the free currency you gain just for hanging out in our chat and watching our shows. You can make us toast to anything you would like to. As long as you're not a jackass. That's the rule.
And it's
That's
not
the rule.
too long.
And it's not too long, also. 5 of those are for XP. After that, they become in increments of $5 from that point on. So the first one will start at 5, then 10, then 15, and so on. After that, for $6, you can donate for a cursed piece of Spanish gold for the table. Now, this functions as a reroll for any attribute or skill roll that they make. But once they use this, it goes to me, and I can then use it after that. That's the curse part. For $15, you can get a fistful, cursed Spanish gold. That's 3. Works just the same way. For $20, you can heal a wound of someone at the table. Now, I believe, Talene, you have a wound at this point.
I have a wound.
You do have a wound.
I have a wound.
They can only take 3 wounds. If they take another wound on top of 3, they could die. So that's kind of a big deal in Savage Worlds. And then for $25, you can make one of these here players at the table draw a card from the adventure deck, which gives them a little bit of power at the table over the narrative and the way things work in the game. They're pretty powerful things. On top of that, we have several tier rewards. Any cash donation made during the game goes towards unlocking those tier rewards. So check those out. We've got some interesting ones tonight. I'll say that every time because I always think they're interesting because I write them. But I think they're a lot of fun. So check those out and make sure that you're keeping track of how close we are to unlocking those. Let's draw some fate chips. Let's draw some fate chips.
Do it.
Just going to have you all reach into the hat o' fate. So Dom, you get 3 fate chips.
Okay. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3.
Ooh,
One
white,
each.
red, and blue.
The rainbow.
The variety pack.
1 each.
So the white fate chips, for those of you who don't remember.
Nice, Steve.
Nice, Steve. Thank you for the donation. The white fate chips, they can use at any point to re-roll a attribute or a skill roll. They can also use them to soak a wound, which can be very critical to staying alive.
Yes.
And they can spend one at any point to automatically unshake themselves in combat. The red ones work just like the white ones, but they also can be spent to add a d6 to any roll. However, if you do that with a red one, I then get to use it for me. And the blue ones can also be spent like white ones. You can add a d6 to any roll with these, but there's no downside. I don't get anything from it. You just get to add a free d6 to it. Pretty cool. Talene, will you take 2 fate chips? Just 2 fate chips.
Please both be blue. I want the
Statistically, that's unlikely.
Oh, crap.
What'd you get?
2 white.
2 whites. Not bad. Megan, will you take 3?
Yes. All right. I got all white.
Both white. All right. Or with all 3 white. Awesome. And then I get 1 fate chip for every player at the table. So that's 1, 2, 3, and...
Maybe just take 1 more.
I'll take 1 more just in case.
All right.
And then any wild cards that I introduce into the game also get 2 fate chips. Don't worry, guys. I got 3 whites and a blue, so not too bad. Not too bad.
Christian.
Christian, thank you for the donation.
you.
And then one last bit of bookkeeping before we get started. Let's do a count of how many pieces of cursed Spanish gold everyone currently has at the table. So Dom, how many pieces of cursed Spanish gold are you beginning this session with?
I have 11 pieces of cursed Spanish gold.
That's a lot of pieces of cursed Spanish gold, Dom.
Well, I like to live dangerously.
That's
Apparently.
true. Talene.
I have 4 pieces of cursed Spanish gold
you're-
because I desperately needed to stay alive last session.
Yeah, it did save your life last time.
Yes.
Megan?
I have 1 little piece of cursed Spanish gold. Just 1.
And guys, I have 16 pieces of cursed Spanish gold. Mostly because
Damn.
Talene really needed to stay alive during the last session.
We have 14 for the table.
That's right. 14 table pieces of cursed Spanish gold. And yeah, that's it. I think we can we could probably get started now. But before we do, everyone,
Yeah.
a toast.
Ooh.
Raise your shot glasses high. Hey, drunk guy. Drunk guy. Raise your shot glass. This is from the Bard 1971. He would like us to toast, to those lonely in their heart, may they find true love. To those lonely in their heart, may they find true love. Set them up, knock them down. But not too far down. Not too far down. Because we have another toast.
Should we say what we're drinking?
Nah.
Okay. Never mind.
This one is from Sci-Fi T-Rex.
Sci-Fi T-Rex.
And he would like us to toast spicy food. Sci-Fi T-Rex's favorite kind of food.
All right.
Spicy food. Sci-Fi T-Rex's favorite kind of food. Set him up, knock him down.
It's a wide variety of food.
It is.
Also, Dirk Portley would like to give his resubscription piece of cursed Spanish gold to the mysterious stranger at the table. Might as well welcome the guy. I don't know really what he's talking about. Sungrowler gives a reroll to me? Oh, I can't accept rerolls. Cursed pieces of Spanish gold cannot be bought for the marshal because all pieces of cursed Spanish gold are for the marshal. So why don't we ask Sungrowler who he wants to give it to in lieu of me at the table. And then, man, okay, let's get all these things. Here we go. Night Steed, would like Talene to draw.
Oh.
All right, so Talene has a card from last time. Remember, only one draw can be done per player per session, so she's going to choose between her card from last time or this new one. What'd you get, Talene?
Ah, I have no idea how I managed that. Immediately recover all spent power points.
Oh.
That one does not
Not
sound
do-
super useful for the tort law that we know.
You're right.
But,
It would be really useful to Megan.
yeah. I don't know, do you want to hang on to it?
I also have this card that says, you cannot shoot me.
Yep, that's not exactly what the card says, but it's really close.
I'm going to try not to be in a position where I can be shot anymore.
You're keeping the new
I'm
card.
keeping this new card for no good reason.
Thank you very much, Nightsteed. Also, I don't think we saw Kiganis. Thank you very much for the
Oh, yeah,
donation.
thank you,
Thank you,
Keegan.
you guys.
Hey, Dom,
Yeah, what's up?
you know this guy, Christian Linke? You
I
that
know
guy?
of him.
You know that guy?
I know of him.
You know that guy?
Yeah.
He wants you to draw
What? No! Oh,
a card from the adventure deck.
perfect. I'll take this one.
Now, Dom, you don't have a card
do.
anymore. Oh, you do?
Oh.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, that's right. Oh,
I'm-
Villainous Verbosity.
Villainous Verbosity. This new one is shaking in their boots.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Play in a combat situation. Your character does or says something so horrific and intimidating that it brings the area to
Oh,
a
dear.
standstill.
Oh.
All other characters, friend or foe, are shaken.
Friend or foe.
Oh.
So he says something so upsetting that everyone, you guys and enemies alike, are shaken.
Oh, I didn't read this.
No, what's the quote it begins with is...
I'm gonna rip your head off and ...
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So what are you going to keep? Villainous Verbosity or the one that is really scary and upsetting?
Yeah. I'm gonna keep Villainous Verbosity.
All
Okay.
right.
All right.
Yeah.
You're going to keep that
I
one?
mean, I'd love to make everyone else shaken, but I feel like that might not play so
Okay,
well.
all right.
Right.
Well, thank you, Christian Linke.
Yes,
thank you for that.
very much.
And then Sun Growler would like to revise his cursed piece of Spanish gold is now going to Megan.
All right.
Whoa, thank you.
Thank you, Sun Growler.
All right.
So I'm going to recap real quick while I think we have one more thing coming in. Last time
On Wildcards.
on
Last time on
Wildcards,
Wildcards.
the group began by turning in Johnny Carrington, the member of the Holbrook gang that they had taken captive. They were going to take him into the town and turn him in a big public display of bravado to really get public sentiment even further on their side. But the marshal wasn't going to take him. The marshal was still being very reluctant, at which point Texas Ranger Esther Wynn walked into town and made a big show of just her station. And everyone seemed to recognize what a big deal it was to have a Texas Ranger in town. It seemed like things were going to go a little bit south for the posse because she seemed to recognize Preacher Gabriel Pryor from maybe his past life. But at that point, James Bogue remembered that he and Esther Wynn went way back. That's right, he played an adventure deck card that created a relationship between the two of them. In a pretty masterful play, I'll have to say, James. So she seems to be at least a bit on the posse side for the time being. After that, they took care of some miscellanea around town. I believe Gabriel Pryor paid off a small child to keep tabs on the Texas Ranger and report back to him. Rosaline walked around and kind of got a lay of the land, met a woman at the Harris Mining Company and won her over, and took something of hers so that later on you can, if you so choose to, mind ride
Viola?
and see her point of view. Maybe learn some more about Carlton Harris. Tort law generally upset a lot of people in the town. Got the general store owner to explain at great length all the specifications of a butter churn and then decided against purchasing it. Various and sundry things like that. But she also checked into the pile of rotten meat that they suspect was an exploded corpse and found that it had vanished. And then James Bogue just kind of also got the lay of the land, but tactically was trying to get a feel for the town and entrances, exits, all that good stuff. They also noticed that some flyers were being hung up for a traveling show. The marvelous Miss Sally Trenton and her amazing Ark, a burlesque show that promised to be both a display of artistry and technology. When they showed up outside of town to watch it, it really wasn't so much either one of those things.
No, it was beautiful.
Tort Law liked it. Tort Law liked it quite a lot. The rest of the group suspected that maybe Miss Sally Trenton was trying to bilk over the man that she picked at random out of the crowd for a date. However, Tort Law followed them back to the hotel and climbed up to watch through a window and saw what appeared to look like Sally Trenton trying to poison the man's drink before he found her out and attacked her, knocking her unconscious and drawing his posse up from the hotel floor below. At that point, the rest of the posse jumped in to defend tort law, not knowing what was going on, and made quick work of the man and his friends, leaving only one alive. James Bogue intimidated him into exiting the fight. And that's where we pick up immediately, right there, in the hotel room. So there's carnage everywhere, only one man alive, a corpse shot to death, disintegrated people from the flurry of magical cards that Rosaline shot out, and one Miss Sally Trenton, who is groggily awakening from being struck across the face with the butt of a gun. You guys have mere moments before the people from downstairs come up to see what all the ruckus was. What's gonna happen?
I'll go over. Sally's waking up.
She a little bit, yeah. She's kind of clearing her head.
Oh, darling, are you all right?
God damn it. Hold on, she's wearing a terrible wig. What happened?
Well, these men came up here and tried to hurt you, I guess.
I'm going to jump in at that point to say, I saved you. There's nothing to worry about. You're amazing. Can I just hold you for a little
What
while?
about Craig? What happened to Craig? Did he get away?
Craig, is that the guy? That guy there that's on the ground? All shut up?
Oh, right now.
Who killed him? Dang it, he was mine.
That guy over there.
It was this one right here.
All right, you guys hear people's feet thundering up the stairs. So there's one man remaining, one friend of Craig's. You said it was him that killed Craig?
Yeah.
What? Why? What happened?
Stormed in, jealous, I imagine.
Best we could figure. We just came to help out.
So he kind of just looks at you with your gun pointed at him and remembers what the rest of you did to his friends and teammates and says, yeah, it was me. I was jealous of Craig and his position, and I took him out. That's right. And just as he's saying that, you see the first patrons from downstairs in the hotel coming up and like staring into the room and seeing the blood from the violence that had happened here and kind of turning away. Oh, no, don't look, it's horrific.
It's really terrible in here.
But did you hear that? The one man in there said that he took care of all this. And look, the preacher and his friends are here. They must have stopped everything and saved the day. Is that what happened, preacher? And friends?
That's exactly what happened.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't think that she would have survived otherwise.
But they saved Sally Trenton, that weird dancer from that weird show outside of town. Yeah, I guess that is what happened. And Gabriel, just kind of, he's off screen right now, just kind of just nods sagely and just allows the crowd to come up with their own explanation for this. Meanwhile, Bogue, I assume you keep a close eye on the one man to make sure that his story doesn't change in the midst of all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never breaks eye contact with you the entire time. So the crowd just kind of takes him away down to the marshals to meet his fate. And after much back patting and clasping of hands, they leave you up here
I
to
don't think I
deal
can
with Sally
stay here
Trenton.
much longer. It's too terrible to look at. We should go.
Real quick, guys, Keeganis would like Meghan
Ooh.
to draw.
All right.
Draw, Meghan.
High noon. Let's settle this once and for all. Play when in group combat. Combat stops. Your character and the leader of the opposing group settle the fight with a one-on-one pistol duel. That sounds like a bad idea.
Do you own a pistol, Rosaline?
Nope. Just a knife.
Maybe not the best card for you.
Maybe not. Okay. The other one I have is Dead Man's Hand, which is the one that basically gives me a really good poker hand, which I feel like I could use. So I think I'm gonna stick with this. But thank you very much.
Keeganis, thank you for the option.
Yes,
she's
thank
keeping the card that she has.
And thank you very much.
Don, the Lazy Skyrimist, would like you to know that they love your beard. Or their beard. Maybe they love their beard. I'm not entirely sure. So the Lazy Skyrimist loves Dom's beard, loves your beard.
Thank you. I also love my beard.
And Guys, we have just a handful of toasts here.
All right.
Okay.
Just a handful.
Wait, we've already
gonna do
done
it.
2, right?
Which way are we doing this? In the shot
We've done
glass?
2. Yeah, we're doing the bottles.
Bottles.
So everyone, this is from DJ Regular.
Ooh.
Oh,
He would like us to toast to Nat Love, who said, every time you shoot at someone, plan on dying. To Nat Love, who said, every time you shoot at someone, plan on dying. Set him up, knock him down. Bastion Phils
Nope.
would like us to toast to infinity and beyond. To infinity and beyond. Set him up, knock him down. Thank you for the resub, Live to Game. Be sure and let us know who you want to get that cursed piece of Spanish gold.
Thank you, Lift Again.
Guys, did you set your bottles down? Because the infamous King Cupcake would like us to toast R.I.P. Preacher, we'll kind of miss you. That's very foreboding.
Okay.
R.I.P. Preacher, we'll kind of miss you. Set him up, knock him down. And guys, just real quick,
Yeah.
Christian Linke
All right.
would like us to toast
Oh.
Hot damn, we're gonna shoot some varmints.
Hot
damn, we're gonna shoot some varmints. Set him up, knock him down. And I believe at this point, toasts have moved into cash donations.
Woo!
That's a lot all at once.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much for your
I'm actually
donations.
doing it. Going down.
Okay, so you guys finally have a moment alone with Miss Sally Trenton.
Oh, good.
So I don't understand. The last thing I remember is Craig hit me and one of his own took him out.
Well, I don't really understand either. What were you doing? Trying to steal his money, right?
She would never try to steal
Really?
anyone's money. You are
Turtle.
a gem and a gift to mankind.
You don't know her at all. And very apparently you don't know people like this.
Well, listen, I ain't after money, okay?
Who wins this round?
Now,
Then what are you after?
I'm confused. Who are you people? Wait, you were the ones that were trying to say that you almost ruined everything with Craig.
I was just a big fan, and still am.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's more of a hobby than a career for me, but I still do try.
Oh, it's just a hobby. All right.
If you had listened to her and him, you wouldn't have that shiner that you're dealing with right now. So.
Well, if I had listened to them, then Craig would be alive still, and my
he's
husband's
a monster.
Well,
my
what-
husband's murder would have gone unavenged.
Wait.
Oh, I knew he was a monster. I didn't know why.
Yeah, Craig Galway was a monster.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Thank you for the donation, Sci-Fi T-Rex. He's one of the men that used to run with a fellow by the name of Elijah. They, my husband, they forced him to pay protection money to protect against Indian attacks at our ranch, and then when he wouldn't pay up, they killed him in front of me and the kids.
So you're just here to get revenge then?
Yeah, the most sensible plan seemed to me is to liquidate the ranch and buy a mechanical steam wagon and travel town to town under the cover of performing a traveling burlesque show to draw them out of hiding and then assassinate them when they do.
Well, why didn't you say something in the first place? We might have helped you with that.
Because it's a cumbersome plan and I don't like getting people involved in it.
I have to agree with you on that. It is a bit cumbersome.
Well, it's worked twice so far. There's only 5 of them left.
You've only done it twice.
Well, it's been really hard to track him down, and now I was going to talk to Craig and see if I could get more information about the rest of his gang, but I see that's not going to happen.
Well, you know who's still here? Craig's friend.
Quite true. Also, I think you might have died otherwise if Tartla here hadn't jumped through the window.
I jumped through the window to save you.
I do vaguely recollect that. Well, I guess then that I should thank you.
You're welcome.
Both because it makes sense to, and also because you guys have unlocked the first tier reward, which is the marvelous Miss Sally Trenton, meaning that she has taken this as an act for which she should thank you for, and will perhaps respond very favorably to you in the future, should you need her aid.
Are you going to do a special dance for us right now?
No, no, I only really have one in me each night,
I'm
but
amazingly disappointed.
I imagine for the time being, since I have no leads right now, I might as well stay in town and see if I can find more information.
I'll just have to sit here with my eyes closed and relive the dance you did earlier.
Well,
Well, thank you.
if you'd like help on the whole dance thing, I might
What?
be able to help you.
Are you talking about?
Tartla,
Don't mess with
this
perfection.
isn't your area of expertise. Let me handle this one, all right? I'm just saying, if you'd like some help with that, I might be able to help you.
Well, I have no shortage of fans and admirers, but maybe we could engage in a little girl talk.
Just think about how much it could grow.
Well, perhaps. I guess me and the kids will stay outside of town in the Ark for a bit and just see if we can get any wind of any more of Elijah's men. So it appears I am in your debt. So if you...
There's anything you need, just come hang out around the outside of the church. I'll be there eventually.
All right.
While this is happening, can I wander around the room and just see if I can take a little knick-knack of some sort of hers?
Of Sally's?
Or anyone's, really.
It has to be something that belonged to her or something she touched.
Touched.
There is the champagne glass that was on the ground next to her. You could take that.
Okay.
And Sci-Fi T-Rex, did we thank him for the donation? Thank you for the donation, Sci-Fi T-Rex, in case we didn't. All right, well, I guess I should get back to the kids. They'll begin to worry what with hearing the gunfire and all. But thank you. Thank you for your help.
Again, you are welcome. I am Tort Law. Hang out around that side of the church sometimes. Anything
Right.
you
Yeah,
need.
I believe you mentioned.
And just make sure you don't spread around how we helped you in this way. If you don't mind, since you are in our debt.
Well, sure, I can do that for you. And if you don't mind keeping my
Of
secret
course.
in confidence as well. Thank you for the host, Painted Meeple.
Ooh.
And with that, she kind of gives you a nod and leaves the room. All right. It's late. You guys head back to the church, and it suddenly occurs to Gabriel Pryor that he's going to have to give an actual sermon for the first time to an actual congregation. And he begins to become a little overwhelmed by that prospect and decides he might need to hole himself up here in the church for a couple days and spend some time with the Bible and see what it is exactly he's going to deliver to these people. So he lets you all know of his plan to remain kind of cloistered for a bit while he figures out what's going on, which gives you all a little bit of time to do some looking around and continue to kind of get to know the people in the town of Coldwater Creek. Real quick, though, Sifitrex
Sifitrex.
would like to give a piece of cursed Spanish gold to Talene.
Thank you, sir.
And Live to Game would like to give a cursed piece of Spanish gold to Dom.
Oh,
Cursed
thank you.
Piece Spanish gold.
Did I already say? Okay.
That is.
I like it.
Actually, it's a pack. It's a 3-pack
Oh.
to Talene.
Oh, a 3-pack to Talene.
Oh.
Have 2 more Talene.
Why, thank you, sir.
It's a fistful.
Thank you, sir.
All right. I
Building
guess
up
I
my.
should officially saddle up now. There we go. Thank you guys for the donations. Now, Tortlaw,
Yes, sir.
you've been feeling a bit all over the place, a bit twisted up inside since coming to Coldwater Creek, and you decide to take a little time and kind of head out into the woods just for some alone time, some Tortlaw time.
Yep.
I
I say, hey, I've got to go have some Tort Law time.
Do what you need, Tartla.
Try not to miss me too much.
We won't.
Try harder than that.
I'll try.
To not miss me too much, but miss me a little.
We'll try quite hard.
They
I
seem
go out into the
super
woods.
sincere.
Yeah.
And you wander off into the woods
Yeah.
with the
Yes, we
intention
can.
of
Thank
Thanks, BSBK.
thank you for the donation, BSBK. With the intention of maybe camping out for the night, just having some time to clear your thoughts, and you find a nice log in a clearing in the trees to kind of sit down on and just sort of try and reach out and feel the natural surroundings around you and get away from the civilization for a little bit.
You can't. I don't know how these people stay in towns. It's like walls everywhere. It's like being in a cage.
And as you are soliloquizing,
Yeah.
a
So I'm talking to the other animals. I'm like, shh.
a small lizard runs up onto the log next to you and just kind of sits and listens to you speak for a little bit, seemingly. And you notice this lizard has a strange pattern on its back, almost kind of a starburst pattern on the back of the lizard. And as you finish up, the lizard says, "Hello, Tortlaw." In the voice of your mentor from back in the tribe, the spiritual leader known as Star Lizard.
Thank you, Kiganis.
Thank you, Kiganis.
Thank you, Kiganis, for the donation.
It's a big donation.
It is a big donation.
Yeah,
Thank you,
it is.
Kiganis. And then also, iDragon would like to give a cursed piece of Spanish gold to Megan.
Thank you, iDragon.
And BSB Care would like to give the mysterious stranger a draw, which we will do momentarily. Once I figure out which one of these people is the mysterious stranger.
I
don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
It's me.
Oh, it's, yeah, okay. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
So yes, Starburst Lizard.
Yeah.
Speaks your name, says hello, in the voice of your old mentor from the tribe.
Star Lizard.
Star Lizard.
Hi. Star Lizard.
You seem...
I'm not super happy to see you.
You don't seem happy to see me. Why is that, Tortla?
Well, I mean, like the way we left things was weird, and I guess I have to apologize for some stuff, and I've been putting it off. I'm very sorry about how things went down. I hope everyone's okay.
You ran.
I did. I ran real fast.
Why do you run from what it is you should be facing, Tortla?
Cause it's not fun. And cause I didn't ask for any of that.
Being a shaman is not supposed to be fun.
No.
Being a shaman is a duty you have to the tribe, to your people, to the very earth itself. And you have abandoned your duty. Colin Brock, thank you for the follow.
Thank you, Colin Brock.
And for that reason, you are wrong inside. You have blocked your abilities.
Yeah.
Why do you run, Tortla?
Star Lizard. There's fights you can't win. Why can't we just be happy that we've got a little bit of territory that's ours and let the white people ruin the rest of it? Why do we have to fight?
Tortla, I have something to tell you.
Tell me.
I'm not actually here right now.
What?
I am speaking through this lizard. But
That's a really cool trick.
I know, you could do this. You remembered your teaching. But Coyote himself has sent me and Wolf that Leaps Through Fire on a very important quest. Shadows gather, Tortla. Large shadows from outside our world, possibly outside of the hunting grounds.
Oh.
Forces are gathering, and the wind whispers the name of you and your friends. The wind whispers their names, Tortla.
names?
Their names. Whatever it is that they are doing, whatever it is that you are doing, is the path that the spirits want you to walk.
I ran from the path.
Nighttime.
Yep. I ran from the path, but the path still finds me. I get it. I hear what you're saying. What is your mission? Is it?
I cannot yet say.
Oh.
But perhaps Wolf that Leaps Through Fire and I will meet you soon on our journey.
Wolf who leaps through fire is a good guy, and I miss him a lot. I can't wait to see Wolf.
He misses you
Leaps
too,
Through
Tortla,
Fire.
though you know he would never admit to it.
Oh, yeah.
Tortla, it's time to accept your calling. I'm going to bite you on the ear now.
I expected as much.
And when I do, you're going to see some things.
Oh, okay.
This lizard is poisonous. Are you prepared, Tortla?
Give me one second.
Nope, too late. And he runs up your arm and bites you on the ear. And as he does, your pupils dilate.
Excellent.
And you fall backwards off of the log, and your mind is taken to another place. You feel yourself being pulled out of this world into the world between worlds. And you see glimpses of the hunting grounds. You see the outlines of nightmarish shapes. You see the outlines of the noble nature spirits that roam this land as well. But in the background, behind it all, you see or sense something larger than either one of them, something bigger than time and space itself that is coming to swallow you whole. And you are lost in the blackness, but you feel something begin to right itself inside of you. Things unlock and put themselves back into the proper position. And once more, you feel your shamanic energies begin to flow through you. You can no longer escape your past, Tortlaw. And you have now finally accepted your place as a shaman of the Cherokee tribe. Tortlaw has been reborn as a shaman. However, that means the return of the bad dreams that you
Bad dreams are really bad dreams.
for so long tried to run from, which is why you begin each session with one less fate chip, as dark forces torment you for accepting your destiny. But also now you can really turn into animals, so that's kind of cool. Pretty cool. Tortlaw's gone for days.
Oh,
You guys have no idea where she
is
went.
this normal?
She disappears from time to time for like a night, maybe a day and a half, but she's been gone.
So you would-
We left off Wednesday night, and it is now Friday. By Friday night, she hasn't returned. So in that intervening time, I imagine you continue to kind of make your rounds through the town and get to know the people. What are you telling them is your relationship to Preacher Pryor?
I imagine that
Can you not smoke inside, please?
I probably.
Thank you.
It's weird. I probably don't really bring it up until someone else does. And then I think it probably depends on who it is in the particular situation. But I would probably say, you know, I'm just I sort of met him on the way in, and he's sort of showing me a different way. And I really like what he has to say, and I think he's a really good preacher. Probably things along those lines.
Okay. People are getting so psyched for Sunday. Like everyone, the legend of Preacher Pryor and your group is spreading like wildfire through town. And with everything that you guys do, intentionally or unintentionally, your reputation only climbs higher in the eyes of the
And I would be
townsfolk.
trying to kindle that as best I can.
It is not hard to do. Like you get the feeling that there are going to be many tall tales told of Preacher Pryor between now and
But
Sunday.
I would also be trying to just be real friendly and get people to like me as well.
That comes easily to you.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You don't
All the
have
time.
much difficulty with that. James Bogue, in these intervening days, you keep trying to get a little bit of time with Esther Wynn, just to catch up on things and see what she knows about your quest. But she always seems busy. She's in the midst of doing a lot of stuff. She spends a lot of time in the marshal's office, and the marshal, anytime you catch look of him, has quite a hangdog look about him, as though he is being chastened quite constantly. She never seems to have a chance for you.
Okay.
She always lets you know she'll let you know when she has time.
Okay.
So, seeing as how you can't get an audience with her, what do you spend a couple days doing?
I want to ride out to the mines,
Okay.
and I want to
To which mines? The big mine? The
big
Harris mine?
The Harris mine.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, no. I'm going to ride out to one of the smaller mines. If there, I imagine that there are numerous claim holders out here.
There are numerous claim holders, yeah. You just ride out to like just north of town towards the mountains and just kind of try and find the first few claims that you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
And find whoever's prospecting out there and just ask them a little bit about, you know, basically, you know, start off with how it's going and stuff like that, but just sort of, it's all ghost rock. I imagine that they're...
Not all ghost rock.
Okay.
There was gold and silver being pulled from these mines before the vein of ghost rock was discovered. So everyone is hoping for ghost rock, but they are still pulling up silver and gold in small amounts as well.
And I want to find out if they've had any trouble with the claims, with any sort of unseemly types coming in and maybe making offers or anything like that.
Make a streetwise roll for me.
Okay.
So you're going to use the streetwise skill, and as always, since you are a wild card, you're going to use your wild die and roll that as well. Got a 5?
Yep.
All right, so that is a success. They tell you that the Holbrooks for sure have been harassing folks that come into town. A couple of them have stories of their own arrival into town where maybe they lost some of their luggage or some of their valuables to the Holbrooks robbing their stagecoach. But the Holbrooks don't seem to be bothering people who are working claims very much. They seem to be going for the fish in a barrel approach of just kind of taking out the naive people rolling into town, not quite prepared for what it is that's going on.
And stuff like that.
You do also hear one or two instances of people talking about miners going missing.
Missing.
BSPK, thank you for the donation.
Yeah.
But people aren't sure. You know, that does happen. Sometimes people just abdicate their claim and give up and decide the life's too hard for them. They're not having the success that they wanted. They're not ready for this life. They're from back east and weren't prepared for the hardship of it.
And who's getting those claims when those people go missing?
They revert to the SA office and then after a period of time can be resold. But it's been relatively recent that some of these people have stopped showing up. So it's not anything that's been redistributed as of yet.
Okay.
Guys, everyone raise a glass. This is another toast from Sifitrex.
Sifitrex.
To the awesome poop river from Monday night. To the awesome poop river from Monday night. Set them up, brown bottles, knock them down. Don't think about it, guys.
Okay.
Keeganis.
Happened Monday.
Keeganis would like to give, is that 3 packs of rerolls or just, wow, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Keeganis would like to give 3 fistfuls of cursed Spanish gold. That's 9 pieces of cursed Spanish gold.
What?
To Megan.
Holy cow.
Thank you.
Megan,
that
there
is
is-
amazing.
There are several
You
fistfuls of cursed Spanish gold. Thank you, Keeganis.
Thank you, Keeganis. Wow.
Guys, the second tier reward has been unlocked. Thank you so much for doing that.
Wow.
We'll keep that one under our hats for now. And then, and the third tier reward has been unlocked as well.
Oh,
Thank you
my
very much,
God.
chat. Also, BSBK would like us to toast.
Okay.
Time to run, time to hide. Break on through to the other side. Time to run, time to hide. Break on through to the other side. Set them up, knock them down.
I like that Doors reference.
Thank you, chat, for your donations.
I thought it was going to be a gambler reference.
Nope.
With the-
So you guys spend that time, and around Friday night, actually we'll say early Saturday morning, Tortlock comes back to the church.
Tortla, where have you been? We've been worried about you.
You did miss me.
Maybe a little bit. It was weird you not being around since you've been stuck to us for so long.
I just was checking things out, just walking around. Got a
You-
little high.
you were-
I'm gonna be honest.
Walking for that whole time.
I just had some things to think about, some stuff to work out. How you doing, James?
You look
Things
different.
good? I do? I'm probably dirty. I've been sleeping on the
You're
ground.
always dirty, Tord.
Dirtier
he's
than
right.
normal.
Dirtier than
Wait.
normal.
You just calling me dirty?
You called yourself dirty. I'm just agreeing with you.
Something does seem a little bit different about Tortla. It's hard to put your finger exactly on what, but it's almost as if her energy has changed.
You seem more confident or something.
You're trying out a new gate or something?
Oh, maybe that's it.
That's it, James. I've been in the woods for a few days trying out this new gate.
You did say you were
It
walking.
was real difficult to get down at first. Now I've got it. I'm smoothly moving into my new gate. I'm glad it's making a good impression on everybody.
Well, I'm glad nothing ate you. I thought maybe that had happened.
Oh, nothing's gonna eat me.
Well,
I'm
good.
friends with everything.
All right. Forgot about that.
You guys
one.
do notice that Tortla is now wearing a leather pouch around her neck that seems to be decorated with a couple feathers and things from out in the woods.
Did you kill something? Looks like you've got some extra feathers.
Just needed to change my look, especially with the new gate. The new gate was giving me, I needed to change the balance, so I needed a little more front weight for my new gate.
More power to you. Is it that heavy?
Feels a lot heavier than it looks.
All right.
As you guys are standing around talking, Presley Riddle, that being the young 8-year-old boy that Gabriel Pryor hired to keep an eye on Esther Wynn, comes running up to the front of the church. Excuse me. Hi.
hello.
Where's the preacher?
Oh, he's working right now. But if you have something for him, I can deliver it to him.
Yes, yes, ma'am, I do. I have a message from Esther Wynn.
Oh.
She says, I know you're watching me, little boy. Also, can you go tell preacher's friend James Bogue that he and his friends should go speak to the Undertaker about because he's found some interesting about the body that they's found in the town.
What? What body?
Miss,
The one
I don't
that
rightly know.
exploded.
What?
That's got to be it. Let's go. Let's go quickly.
Wait.
This is very important.
Wait,
Message
what?
is for James.
I throw him a nickel.
Well, thanks, mister.
That's very nice of you, James.
Oh.
Thank you. Maybe keep watching, Esther, but don't get quite so close this time.
Oh, okay. And I'll be sure to tell the preacher what's going on because he said he's gonna give me $1.
Oh, yes, you should do that next time you see him, but don't bother him until after Sunday.
Yes, ma'am. I won't.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And he runs back down into the town.
Well,
But we've got to talk to this Undertaker.
Is that what you think it is, the body we found that was exploded, like you said?
What other interesting bodies are there?
I don't know. It seems like there have been a lot of dead
There's a
bodies
lot of
since
bodies,
we
but
arrived.
not. Oh, interesting ones. They couldn't find that one.
well, hopefully it's not one of the ones that you.
That's
were
the one
on.
I'm thinking of. But
I
that
don't
was just a
think
vapor.
there was anything left.
Yeah, it's got to be the exploded body. Let's
Right.
let's just go find out. Let's just
Well,
go find out.
it was the message. Why was the message for you, James?
Well, I know Esther. We go back.
Hey.
Anyways, we should probably head out.
Let's do it.
All right.
And listen, keep it safe. All right.
I do my best, James. That one was a little surprising for me,
That
too.
was a little over the top, Rosie.
It was, but at the end of the day, it's great that we have it, right? Just in case. You never know what we're going to get into.
I think I can handle myself in the future.
All right.
I don't think
It's just there.
Let's go to the. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go see the Undertaker.
All right. You lead with your gate. Want to see
All right.
this new
Yeah, we
gate?
wanna see it.
Everyone, I don't think it's as impressive from behind, but
Here it comes, guys. It's the gate. So good. Check out that gate.
She's been riding too many horses, maybe.
So Tortlock gates herself down into town with James and Rosaline close behind. And you guys ask around a bit and make your way over to the Undertakers and knock on the door.
Yeah.
oh,
Hello?
Well, hello there.
we have been informed that you have an interesting thing
Well, actually,
about a body.
Oh, yes. You're the people that were traveling with the preacher.
This is
well,
James. He's
Oh, yes. Ranger Wynn told me to expect you. Come in, everyone. Pleasure to meet you. Barnabas S.B. Cairn. Barnabas S.B. Cairn. Barnabas
S?
S.B. Cairn.
Is it two? It's S and a B initial?
Yes, yes.
And then Cairn?
Yes, my parents were very fond of thorough naming conventions. Please come in. I apologize for the mess. Yes. What Ranger Wynn tells me that your group discovered this body in town.
oh, it's that body. Yes, we actually happened upon it. It was quite awful, to be honest.
It exploded, didn't it?
Well, it does appear very strange. Just a pile of viscera and gore with just feet in boots and a hat nearby. I did take the remains so that I could investigate them and just see what the
Great.
cause of death might be. And at first, it did appear to be a very peculiar kind of almost dynamite explosion, but no explosions were reported in town. And then I noticed something very unusual, actually.
More unusual than the exploded body part.
Yes, well, maybe equally unusual, and this is what Ranger Wynn found very interesting as well. The body itself appears to have been dead for quite some time.
What?
Like it was dead before it exploded.
Well, if explode it did, yes, the tissue is already in a very advanced state of decomposition. Quite unusual.
You can't tell who this person was. There's no way to tell because someone did go back there, didn't they? And then we found the body.
Oh, well, yes, there's no way for me to identify from a pile of rotten meat who it might belong to.
Of course.
Doesn't anyone recognize his boots?
Well, they're very nondescript as it stands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. James, make an agility roll for me. During this conversation, you've posted up by a shelf in the office and kind of lean against it as you're listening. What'd you roll?
A
A 1 and a 3? You're spending a cursed piece of Spanish gold to re-roll that? All right, re-roll.
seems important.
A 1 and a 3 again. What are the odds?
But they flipped around, you know.
Another cursed piece of Spanish gold?
Yeah.
Right, I'll add it to my pile back here behind the screen.
Okay.
A 5, that's a
I thought
success.
it was the same thing.
You, Rosalie and I imagine you were listening enraptured to what's going on. Tortlaw, being a bit distractible as you sometimes can be, you notice something strange as you're standing there. You see the shelf that James is leaning up against kind of just move, like it cracks in a strange way, and all of a sudden it starts to topple forward onto James. But before you can even shout out, James's cat-like reflexes that he had the first time without having to retry it all kick in, and he springs out of the way just as the heavy shelf comes crashing down on top of him, and would have maybe hurt him quite a bit.
What? What was that?
Be careful. Yes, sorry, I keep quite a lot of very. Are you all right?
Are you all right, James?
Well, thank you, Nerdmore.
Nerdmore, thank you.
Thank you for the follow.
Well, yeah, I think I'm okay, but Doc, you better be checking out those shelves. They're not too safe.
I want to examine where the shelf was knocked over, like, and see if it was broken.
Make a notice roll.
I'm gonna notice the crap out of this.
I'm gonna have a cookie.
You do
I
that.
just escaped
You noticed a
Jeff.
cookie.
Yeah.
5.
The wood of the shelf, although seemingly very new and relatively recently constructed, appears to have cracked as though it was an older shelf and has upset one of the legs, which caused it to come crashing forward.
Could I just, while she's doing that, take something that fell off the shelf?
Sure. What do you want? There are a bunch of books on the shelf.
Book.
You're gonna take a book. Are you trying to do it stealthily?
Yeah.
All right. Roll a stealth check for me.
Okay.
Oh, those hindrances.
5.
Okay. So you very deftly pocket a book as Barnabas goes over and starts trying to reset the shelf. I'll have to have someone come over and repair this. That's strange. It's a new shelf. I'm sorry. I hope everyone's okay.
Well, James seems to be all right, but it could have been bad.
Oh yeah,
We
I
should
agree.
watch
Yeah,
that,
no, we
yes.
should be careful. I'll have to speak to the carpenter. That was all I had to report. But Ranger Wynn was very very insistent that I make sure that I deliver that information to you, and she seemed also somewhat insistent that she was saying that your group might investigate this matter.
Oh, we would.
Well, that's what the
Strange.
ranger said, and as one hears, best not to disagree with what a ranger says.
She didn't give you a reason why.
Well, no, she doesn't share that with just a lowly undertaker.
Well, you just seem so, like you know so much, I just thought she might have, wanted to share more with you.
That's very kind of you, miss.
Well, of course, you do a wonderful job here.
Well, I'm actually relatively new to town. I'm more of an itinerant undertaker.
Well, I don't think they would have asked for you if you were bad at what you do, would they?
I suppose not.
Right.
I do.
Have
There's
a little confidence.
never a shortage of business around me.
Oh, of course.
Well, if that's all, I do have a few things to get back to. But please, if you see Ranger Wynn, let her know that I did share that information with you as she requested.
Of course we will.
Thank you, Barnabas.
Thank you. And as you all step outside, a man comes running up.
No.
A rather fit man, dressed in rough spun clothes and striking you all immediately as a pretty capable man, a frontiersman, the consummate frontiersman. And he catches sight of you all. Oh my God, Garav!
What?
Gaurav, when did you get here?
You've been at this table the whole time? Garav!
I didn't even.
the-
That's pretty impressive.
Wow.
Are you here
What are you drinking?
as a
You got
guest?
a natural 20 on your stealth roll.
What?
Well, howdy.
And life. Oh.
Oh.
Wait, hold on, Garav. Hold on, because I think I'm supposed to give you one of these. I'm supposed to give you a
yes.
draw here.
Yes.
And wait, hold on, I should give you some of these too.
Oh.
Here, why don't you draw 3 fate chips from the hat there,
Wish I
Garav?
was here
I mean, if
earlier.
you're here, you might
Might as well
Might
take
as well.
some.
3?
Yeah, 3.
pick good ones.
I don't know what good ones are.
Oh.
2 blues and a red, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Follows instructions.
And then draw one of these cards.
Guys, this is Gaurav. He's
I
pretty
know.
much-
What are we
Yeah.
saying? Of course, he was gonna draw good
Can I
ones.
tell you what it is?
Yep.
Yeah.
Better you than me.
Ooh.
Play when your hero has been hit by an attack and there is an adjacent character. The other character suffers the attack instead.
Wow.
This may
Wow.
be played on friend or foe.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Fritz! They shot Fritz!
That's an owie. By the
That's a
way,
pretty good card.
I am still wounded.
You are still
I-
wounded.
We never did anything like stop the bleeding. I
Oh,
went
that's
down
right.
in the woods.
No, that's right. You were wounded, and you should have had a chance in that first hour to make a healing roll. So retroactively, let's do that. Does anyone have the healing skill?
Nope.
No.
No. Would anyone like to try and make an untrained
Sure.
healing roll?
Why not? We can all do that, right?
You can all
We
try
can
and
do it
stop
as
the
many-
bleeding and fix up the
Gabe
wounds.
doesn't have it.
Gabriel Pryor does not have healing. So that's going to be a D4 minus 2
Okay,
because
got
you are
it. Got a
untrained.
2. Got a 2. Got a 2.
Would you like to re-roll?
Well,
I mean,
I can.
I'll
Or-
try. Just using some.
And this is retroactive, by the
Right.
way.
Yeah. So this is you said it's D4.
Minus 2 because you are untrained in the ways of healing. You were just trying to perform some perfunctory first aid.
That's 3.
No.
And we could.
And each attempt takes 10 minutes, and it has to be done within the hour.
Oh,
Okay, so that's
Okay.
20 minutes now.
Yeah.
what happens if this doesn't work?
Then you will just keep the 1 wound.
Forever?
No, natural healing will kick in after a week's worth of time, and you'll have a chance to try and heal up
Been
from
a few
that wound.
days already.
What about unnatural healing?
Unnatural healing can only be used within the same golden hour that wounds have to be healed within. So
mean,
unfortunately, we're not.
I've got a lot of curse. I can try again, but.
Oh wait, hold on, y'all.
What?
What?
Cifitrex heals Talim.
Oh, there you go.
Thank goodness, because
So
no
there
one
you
in my
go.
party can do it.
There is 1 wound healed.
Thank you, Cifitrex.
No one in your party could do it, but as a shaman, you do have access to the healing arts.
I wasn't
Now.
a shaman then.
You weren't,
Nope.
but now you are.
Yeah. You know what it was? Star Lizard, before he talked to me, was hanging out, and he was like, "Idiot, get better."
He did that when he bit you.
Yeah.
The poison.
Fast forwarding back through time. Vroom, vroom, vroom. The consummate frontiersman comes running up to you guys.
Consummate frontiersman.
Well, howdy.
Hello there.
You
Hello,
look very
frontiersman.
capable.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that very much. I've been looking for you a lot. Where's the preacher?
Oh, he's getting ready for Sunday, so
Ah.
he's not here right now. He always does this. He
But you can
pulls
say
up for a
anything you
while.
need to say to him, to especially her. But
of
all of
course.
us are here to listen.
I'll always pass back any information to him.
Well, all right. Well, where are my manners? The name's Howell. Howell Melton.
Rosaline.
Nice to meet you.
Bogue.
Bogue.
Tort law, sir.
Tort law. I never usually don't shake a woman's hand, but
Nope, but you will shake mine, sir.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes. Well, I have a sort of odd request for y'all.
All right.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to come back to my farm with me. I have my wife. You see, she sort of needs some help.
What sort of help?
We ain't healers, sir.
Oh no, nothing like that. You see, my wife was in town when the Holbrook gang burned down that school.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, she's fine. You know, for the most part, as you can say. She came home that night and she had blood on her. Someone else's blood, not hers. I could tell she wasn't hurt, but something was off. She was talking gibberish. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand it at all.
Oh, well, of course we'll help if that's what's going on, but what is it you want us to do?
Well, that's the thing. I don't quite know. Ludi, my wife, she sort of requested the preacher.
Oh.
And,
We will come to your house and reconnoitre on behalf of the preacher. We'll see what the preacher needs to see. We'll pass that information on to him. And if we can help, well, we're there. James is good at shooting stuff, so if there's anything you need shooting, that'll be taken care of.
I hope not. No, nothing like that. Just a
Okay.
good old farm. But I would appreciate it very much.
Of course, yes. Whatever we can do for the preacher. Don't mind her, Law. She just loves to help. She's real
I'm
excited.
a very
can tell.
helpful person.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
But yes, we'll come right away, right? I'd love to hear more from your wife about what's going on.
If you're not too busy.
No.
Just a quick question. Your wife has not exploded.
Not that I reckon.
Turtlaw, I think
This
we
is
would have heard
important
that.
information.
But I think he would have started with that if that is what
Maybe
would have
not.
happened.
He seems like a very polite person. Mentioning exploding is not polite.
Is that why y'all were under the Undertakers? I saw you come out. Are people exploding in town?
Well,
know about
No one's exploding. It's just a symptom that one looks for. Let's go meet her.
that? Oh, all right.
Don't mind her. She's just, Turtlaw. You'll get to know her and
No harm
understand.
done. No harm done.
So are you guys going with Hal back to his house?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so he had a wagon that he drove into town with a single old, naggy-looking horse
Just
attached
one
to the front of
wagon?
it. One wagon. Just one wagon.
I'll take my horse.
You're going to take your horse? You named this horse yet?
Nope.
Okay.
I
The
never
horse
named-
with no name. Your horse's name is Steiny.
Steiner.
Yeah, and she is a very stubborn horse. You
Much
got her.
like me.
You got her cheap, but you love her.
I do love
But she's not a great
but
horse.
she's not a great horse.
She pulls your wagon though. That's all you need.
All I needed to do.
So you have everyone load up in the back of your wagon, except for James, who's taking his horse, who has no name.
Right.
No
And
name for a horse? That seems kind of odd. Isn't that bad luck?
Well, I never name a horse that I haven't had for very long.
Oh, how long have you had it?
Oh, I don't know. I'd say I just got it
Oh, what's the period of time that you decided to name the horse?
recently.
Are you thinking about names for your horse?
They're germinating.
Okay, so the horse has been around long enough. You're developing attachments. Naming is on the way.
Yeah.
You just haven't reached that point
We
yet.
got a little bit of variety. We can talk about names if you'd like.
Let's do that.
Nerdmore would like to give Megan a piece of cursed Spanish gold.
Thank you, Nerdmore.
You guys want to talk about names for James Wilkes' horse?
That's what we do on the
This
ride.
is what
Okay.
you wrote, right?
This is it?
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
I actually gave Gurav a list of different names he
Here
could
they are.
suggest for your horse
Here
in
they are,
anticipation of this event.
Great, great.
So you guys, you two pile in the back of his wagon and you kind of set off back for your homestead. It's a ways outside of town to the south, so past the church, out through the way that you guys came into town. Back out where the land's a bit flatter and more spread out, and there is space for people to farm, maybe raise some animals, things like that. You drive past a few scattered homesteads as you discuss different names that are good for horses. Everyone just throw out a name real quick that might be good for a
I
horse.
feel like George McGarnagle is like go superhuman with it.
Well, is your horse female or male? I never quite knew.
She's female.
Of course.
That's
you could go with Mary.
especially-
It's a very popular Irish name right now.
Didn't
it's a
you-
good one.
Isn't your knife named Mary?
It is. That's why I went with it.
Oh. What about Marnie?
Marnie?
Marnie.
Does that have any particular significance to you?
I saw it on a gravestone once.
Oh,
That's a good place for
That's
getting
okay.
names.
fun way to go.
Okay. I'll take them all under consideration. Thank you.
All right.
Something about the way James says that makes you all suspect that maybe he's not going to take them all under consideration.
What can you do?
After a little while, Hal pulls the wagon up and stops it in front of a very nice-looking homestead. Looks well maintained.
You, sir, are very capable at maintaining homesteads.
It's quite lovely.
Thank you. You know, it's me and my wife, so
How big is
don't
it?
just credit me.
How big is it? It's decently big. They're not like rolling in money, but
Just
they seem successful. Neat crops, neat pens with different animals in them. Everything seems very well put together and efficient.
Very Stardew Valley-esque
Sure.
farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you all hitch up, and do you invite them inside?
Absolutely. Come on in.
Oh, thank you.
Hold the door open for everybody.
Can the horse come in? No. Okay.
Hal? Hal, is that you?
Ludi, yeah, I'm home.
Did you find the preacher?
Well, not exactly. I found his friends.
Oh well here. Don't be rude. Bring him here into the sitting room.
Oh, come on in, everybody. Come on in.
All right.
Would you like some lemonade? I can.
Oh,
I can make you
of
some
course, that
lemonade.
would be wonderful.
All right, I'll go
Why,
get
thank
some
you.
lemonade for everybody.
And what was your name again?
Oh, Ludi Melton.
Ludi, wonderful to meet you.
And she's a woman around Hal's age, in her early 30s. She seems not to be a great beauty, but she's a handsome woman, if a bit gaunt, and she seems haunted in some way. She seems nervous and fidgety, like she's trying to be a good host, but her mind is occupied elsewhere.
Well, you seem a bit maybe disturbed. I'm sorry the preacher couldn't come. He's preparing for Sunday, but we'll pass any information along.
It's just that I'd heard from people in town, and she kind of looks. You're in the other room getting lemonade. I'd heard that the preacher is capable of summoning miracles from the Lord himself.
Oh,
Well,
well.
Winter's here to see if you need a miracle. I would like to look into your eyes really closely and touch you.
Oh,
Possibly in ways that will make you feel uncomfortable, but don't worry. I'm a professional.
okay. Is that?
Well,
Is
she
this-
can be a bit insightful, so if you don't mind,
Well-
she does help the preacher out sometimes.
I've heard that. I've heard many wonderful things about all the things that you folk have done since coming to town. Sure, if it would be helpful, please touch away.
Okay, so what I am doing is I'm looking for signs of exploding, like
Okay.
like potential exploding. coming.
Okay.
Like
Potential explosion signs. So what signs might those be?
those might be bloodshot eyes.
Okay.
Broken veins.
Okay.
Things rumbling around in the tumbly.
Okay. Make a
I was going with
Bandana
that.
Man. Thank you.
Bandana Man.
Bandana
Thank you for the
Man.
donations. What role were you wanting to
I
make
was
for this?
going with notice.
Go for
but
notice.
I'm
Make a
gonna-
notice roll.
I want to I'm touching, so this should be the really easiest notice roll.
Yeah. We're go for
No.
notice.
Really easy.
Hang on.
You got to succeed though. You got to get a 4 or better to succeed in Savage Worlds. For those of you keeping track at home.
I'm gonna bring in the lemonade as this is happening.
One cursed piece of Spanish gold. Okay, so you come in to find everyone sitting around
Thank you.
Four,
That's very
four.
nice.
while the Indian woman touches your wife's face and gets real close.
What's happening here now?
Don't even worry about it.
She's quite
I'm
insightful.
very thirsty from all my noticing that I did.
So
She works strangely.
her eyes are a bit bloodshot, though whether that's from imminent explosion or perhaps sleepless nights is hard to say. Her stomach does rumble ever so slightly, though it's impossible to know if that's the sign of an oncoming, violent event, or perhaps she just hasn't had much to eat yet today.
Turtle, have you discovered anything?
On the whole,
Discovered everything.
on the
Oh,
whole,
But I can't tell you about it.
Why?
despite what you are looking for, you get the feeling that she just seems to be a bit run down, but does not seem in any immediate danger of blowing up without warning.
Seriously?
Seriously.
The tort law. I didn't know you were a doctor.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one in this party.
Everyone, raise a glass. This is a toast from Bandana Man.
Bandana Man.
Toast to the ocean, a desert with its life underground. Toast to the ocean, a desert with its life underground. Set him up, knock him down. We're getting poetic with the toast tonight.
Very nice.
Lovely toast. Puts me in mind of things unseen. Anyways, please continue.
Well, why don't you tell us why it is you wanted to speak with a preacher?
Well, I suppose did you get what it was that you needed?
I got everything I needed.
She'll bring it back to the preacher, and it is helpful to him.
Very holistic in how he
Yes.
delivers his sermons.
I have heard he's rather unorthodox, and if it's not too forward of me to say, you folks seem very much the same. But I am thankful for all the good works you bring to town. But yes,
Yeah, we both are. Thank you very much.
Hal and I are very much looking forward to church on Sunday.
Oh, it should be quite wonderful.
Well, I don't know how. What did you tell them already? Did you
Well,
tell them what I had said to you?
well, I told them, about the schoolhouse burning down. And
Hal doesn't believe me. Hal doesn't truck much with things that he can't explain or understand
Well,
right off
what
the
am I
bat.
supposed to say? You were speaking gibberish and
I just
talking in
told you what
tongues.
it is that happened and what I saw.
Well, why don't you tell us so we know what it is that you saw?
Well, as I'm sure Hal related to you, I was in town the night that the Holbrooks came in and burnt down the schoolhouse and were causing all that unpleasantness. And after they made their proclamation of sorts, they had been firing off their guns, and they'd struck a man that I knew from casual conversation and passing by from time to time, a miner. I believe his name was Claybrook. He had a claim outside of town somewhere. Not sure where. He would often mention that the work was going well. He and his partner Eli were coming along quite well, but I didn't really know him all that well. However, I noticed he had been struck by a bullet and appeared to be in some distress and ran off down an alleyway. And I followed to see if there was any aid that I could offer. And I saw something. And she looks at you as though kind of both wanting your permission to continue and defiantly not needing it.
go on.
I saw something that I cannot rightly explain or understand. He was moving very strangely down the alleyway, and once he reached the end, he stopped and seemed to shudder violently, and then...
He exploded.
Why, yes, in a way, that is what it seemed like happened, and it seemed as though, well, I don't know what happened. I averted my eyes, and when I looked back over, for just the briefest of moments, I saw what appeared to be some kind of creature.
A creature?
That ran off into the darkness.
Like an animal?
I don't know. I didn't get a good look at it. What I saw did not look like any animal that I'm familiar with. No, it was not very large. Maybe around the size of a dog, a large dog. I don't know. I saw it from far away. It wasn't Howl. It was. It had spindly legs and things sticking off of it and all kinds of unnatural things. It was not a dog, Howl. That was not any sort of dog that I saw. And it ran off into the darkness, and I didn't know what happened. I just knew that Claybrook was gone, and I seemed to have bits of him on me, and I ran just screaming from the alleyway and got on the cart and came right back home. And I admit I was in a bit of a state and could not explain what was going on to Hal, but I did try several times after that, and he refused to believe me. But I don't rightly know what it was that I saw, but it's stuck with me for all these many days.
We saw the body right after that happened. So
you did?
We did. We saw it. Did look like it had exploded. Turtla here looked over it and saw that herself.
I diagnosed that body with
you
post-explosion syndrome.
It must have been so terrible for you.
You are doing a good thing telling us about this.
Well, I didn't know who else to talk to.
This is the right thing to do.
Well, it seemed so to me. Hal didn't believe me, but I had heard that the preacher and his group were capable of a great many things, maybe touched by God himself. And I thought that if anyone would know what to do, it would be the new preacher and his very capable friends.
Of course it'd be hard to believe that. It's not something any of us have seen before, right? I mean, that's why it's weighed on you so much.
So you don't believe me either?
No, of course I believe you. I'm just saying it makes sense that this would be hard on you two.
Well, you all saw the body too?
We saw the body.
And it did look like...
It's, as I have said before, had post-explosion syndrome.
Oh, I couldn't bear to look for more than a moment. But see, Hal, I told you.
Well,
I told you I saw what I saw.
All right, you saw a body and it was in all sorts of pieces. That don't mean there's little creatures running around town blowing people up. Well, it caused that kind of ruckus around town, you know what people are going to say.
You said he was shot first?
Yes, that appeared to be what happened. When the Holbrook gang was firing their guns around, it seemed like one of the shots might have struck him just a little bit. It didn't seem like it actually hurt him very much, but it was confusing and dark.
Maybe something in the bullet.
We need to confer to arrive at a medical opinion.
We do, but was there anything else you needed from us? We can take this information to the preacher and try and find what sort of creature was in town, but did you need something else for us before that?
Well, I have to confess that I've been worried for our safety since seeing this thing and for the safety of all the people of Coldwater Creek and thereabouts, and I think it would do me and everyone, whether they know it or not, a good measure of just calm and peacefulness to know that this matter had been sorted out and taken care of.
Of course, well, we will look into it. And James here is friends with a ranger in town, so we've got her on our side as well.
Is that the Texas Ranger you told me about that's come to town?
Seems so.
Well, it does seem like the preacher's friends are very, very, very capable folk, like we've heard.
You were right to call them.
Well, how... I'm in no state to ask this, and I've no right to, but... maybe you could do these people the kindness of helping them see this matter through.
I do want to see where this thing ran off to. She told you where it had run off to?
Just
several times.
Yeah, just into the darkness of the night. I lost track of it almost immediately. It was dark back there.
Where did you lose track? Take us there. Take us there now.
Maybe you should come with us just to help. If you've pointed it to him, then maybe he can show us. I know this is a bit hard for you.
You stay here and rest. Right. You do not have any signs of explosion.
Oh, well, that's good, I guess.
Is that the thing that's going around? I'm sorry. You talk about this exploding a lot. Is this a disease?
Is this something that you folks know about?
Well, no.
You mentioned it before, so I know you know something about it.
Well, this was the first time that we saw it, unless you've run into it before, have you?
Have seen things you could not imagine, but not this. However,
But not
let's
here.
go.
So I wouldn't worry too much.
Be careful. And remember, it was right between the laughing lady and the hotel. Ran off into the woods where I showed you.
I know.
So you show them, and you make sure that they get everything they need from you. But you be safe, Hal Melton.
I will.
You-
And I'm sorry I didn't believe you about the body.
Well,
I believe you now, and I'm.
Lord knows I love you and I forgive you. Now,
Should kiss.
get out of here. I'm gonna finish this whole pitcher of lemonade by myself.
Sir,
Yes.
do you have a gun or a rifle or several guns and lots of rifles and all of the bullets you have?
Well, I wouldn't be a man in the West if I didn't have a gun, huh?
Good. Get it. And all the bullets you have and all the guns you have. Maybe some things that aren't guns, but have pointy ends.
Well, I have a gun.
A gun. Well,
Well, we need more. Why we need guns, first of all? I thought we're just tracking a spindly-looking.
Turtlaw
Rhubarb,
just
whatever.
likes to be prepared, and she doesn't usually
I
use a gun
don't
herself.
use
so
a gun.
If you have one, it's helpful, but
The-
don't worry. Don't
The
let her
Holbrook
scare
gang
you.
is still out and at large, so I think it's prudent for everyone in this town to take some sort of
all
sidearm.
their guns.
It's quite helpful.
Except for Tortlaw.
Well, she has other ways of. She does things her own
Look.
way. Quite capable.
I have this promise that I made somebody. I've got to keep it. You know how these things go.
Well,
But-
ma'am, as long as you're around me, don't worry. I'll protect you.
Oh,
Isn't
good.
that nice,
That's
Turtlaw?
so nice.
Quite helpful.
Nerdmore, thank you for the sub.
Thank you.
Or no, not
you.
that.
I accidentally clicked repeat.
Oh.
Well,
Thanks
anyway
anyways.
for being here.
Sub.
So you gather up your shotgun and
Yeah.
some shells, and you take your hatchet that you mostly use for cutting through undergrowth and dealing with stuff on
We're
the.
tracking something. You might need it.
Quite
Good thinking.
right.
Now y'all be careful, and Hal, don't you go catching anything that makes you explode.
We'll watch out for him.
I'll try.
I
Bye, Ludi.
want your promise on that, and the preacher's promise too, even though he isn't here, on the Bible itself, that Hal will come back alive to me.
Oh, we can certainly promise that
I'm-
for you.
Sure, the preacher would promise that to you on a Bible, on a
No
stack
worries.
of Bibles, sir.
I can vouch
Ma'am?
for him.
That does sound like the preacher.
Not even God can take me away from you, Ludi. I promise.
I love you so much, Hal.
I love you, Ludi.
And you guys get back in the cart and head back
return
into
to the
town.
issue of what to name
Nothing could
his
possibly
horse.
happen to break that.
Hal's 2 days from retirement.
Yep.
I'd like to go. Well, did she say this ran out of town? Are we going to be leaving town, or are we going to be around town a bit?
She told you that it ran off into the darkness outside of town. And actually, if you just wanted to kind of relay that information to them, Tortlaw, it sounds very much in line with the tracks that you saw leading away from the body out
So
into
there's
the
no
night.
additional information.
That is no additional information. It merely supports your hypothesis that some sort of exploding monster was around.
Well, if we're
Guys,
going,
I've had this hypothesis for a long time, and I finally have support for it. There was an exploding monster.
right? Well, you were right.
I was right.
But if we're going to be leaving town, could we stop by so I could gather some of my other weapons? Might be a bit better to have with me. I wanna buy the
Are you
church
asking
ticket.
me, or are you asking Hal, the
I'm
driver
asking
of the cart?
everybody, but I'm also saying I want to go
Do
get.
you know where this Eli might be found?
Eli. Oh. No.
You don't.
I reckon I don't.
He's one of the many miners, but it does occur to you that if you were to stop by the assay office, you could probably get information on any claim.
Assay?
Assay? Assay? I think it's
the
assay.
assayer.
A sayer.
It's assay when you say, yeah. It's
Assay.
the person who
ASSAY.
keeps track of all of the claims with the various mines around town.
Okay. No, I don't, but we can always ask at the SA office.
Might be good to find out what this guy's partner is. Pardon me.
What's that, James?
Pardon me. I'm trying to get into my character, so I'm eating food so that it
That's-
makes me purse my lips.
So good.
Keep my teeth tight together so that food does not escape my mouth.
There's too much information.
I think we could probably talk for 3 or 4 more minutes about this, though. So you guys are going to make a stop by the church on the way back into town to grab some of your gear.
Yes.
Bandana Man, thank you for the
Thank you.
donation.
I would like to. That way I
It's 'cause
have
we're wearing
Mary and
bandanas.
Scarlet.
Okay, so you're going to grab some of your knives.
I assumed I was in my fancy dress, not my.
You're gonna dress in your walking around clothes and get your various and sundry knife
My
holsters.
knife holsters.
So how
We're
many
all
knives
just
do you
gonna
have on
stand
your person?
outside and talk about James'
I have
horse's name.
2 Bowie knives and 10 throwing knives.
Okay, so 12 knives on your person now. Cool, 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 cool.
Stand outside and have a smoke while I wait.
Are you having a smoke? Tortla, are you also outside?
Yeah.
Are you gonna
Oh,
smoke?
no.
Are you gonna smoke in the presence of a lady?
No, absolutely not.
I'm gonna get out my pipe and be like,
You have a pipe?
of course
You have
I
a
don't.
pipe?
I don't have a pipe.
Pipe is my thing.
Nice
I
try.
should have a pipe though.
Well, you're gonna have to buy one.
Also, maybe I'm about to take one out, and then I see you come around the corner. I'm like, oh, nope. And then you can ask me for one if you'd like.
Can I bum one?
Well, I mean, I don't smoke around.
Wait, hold on. Rolling papers?
God damn it. Will you blow in my face? Will you smoke and just blow in my face?
Well, I'm a married man. I can't do nothing like that.
Damn it. Stymied at every turn.
Yeah, I don't know where you get any tobacco.
Bandana Man would like to add a fistful of cursed Spanish gold to the table.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bandana Man. All right, so you guys get all of your stuff put together, and you guys are all equipped up now. Maybe somebody blew some peripheral smoke in your general direction,
Now, are we
Tortla.
going tracking or are we going to war? What's
I
happening
just
here?
need it for the calming.
Well, we just want to be prepared. As James said, the Holbrook gang is about, and they don't like us very much. So, where should we start? I guess we should follow the tracks you saw before, right? It's the same direction you pointed.
You saw tracks?
I tried to track them. They were no good. They were already like muddied up and raced by then.
What kind of tracks? Like bear, raccoon?
Like exploding monster tracks.
Some weird creature is
Say
what
what
she
now?
said. I don't know about the exploding monster part, but it was at least creature tracks. It wasn't human tracks, right?
Well, that's a good place to start as any.
Right. Do you think if we went out down the way that Ludi pointed, we might be able to find those tracks again? I know it's been quite a while, but I'm not a trekker.
Yeah, how long has it been
Try.
since
It's been several days.
This is
Most
not, this is a
likely,
cold
and because
trail.
you actually went back there
I
to
did
check it
try.
out,
Yeah.
and there were new tracks because the
They
carcass
came
had
and
been
got-
Right,
removed.
but the tracks outside of town in the way that she pointed where less people would be walking. Maybe they're still there.
I tried to.
Has it rained?
I tried
No.
the next day to see if I could follow anything, and I couldn't find
Right,
anything.
but she pointed us in a direction. Maybe we can go outside
It's
of
the
town.
same direction that Tortla saw the
But
tracks
did you go
going.
outside of town to look there? That's all I'm trying to figure
She
out.
looked around and
Okay,
couldn't
okay.
find tracks to follow.
Well, we might as well go in that direction, right?
and
Or
I
we
had a
could
good
find-
roll, so if
That's
there
true.
had been tracks, I'd have found them.
Or we could try to find Eli if we want to start with that.
I mean, that sounds like it makes more sense to me. I don't know about no exploding monster. Sounds like a bunch of mumbo jumbo.
All right, let's see.
We
So
can find out if anyone else has exploded.
Eli
I
was. They
think the
were
Undertaker would have
partners.
told us.
No, but like at these claims, maybe people are exploding out in their minds and no one finds it because the exploding monster is in the mines.
Well,
Is Claybrook a name that I might have come across when I was talking to the other miners out of town?
Probably not. Everyone's really spread out around here, and you didn't get the impression that a lot of them had a whole lot to do with the other claimants out here,
Okay.
other prospectors. So that particular name was not one you came across. No.
Okay.
so do we want to start at the assay office?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
If I was an exploding monster, I would be hanging out in the mines.
Well, then maybe we should stay out of the mines if we don't want to explode, right?
That's no place for a man when a cave-in happens.
Oh yes, that too.
I don't want to be there.
I don't either.
So you take Steiny in the cart and X down to town
Yeah.
to the assay office.
You know, Steiny's getting old. You could name your horse Steiny once this one passes.
Tiny is a good name.
I named my horse.
What?
What?
Well,
We didn't
Calls-
you just do it now?
calls for a celebration.
What is the horse's name, James?
Dot.
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 Well, isn't that a great name?
He's so,
So-
proud of that.
so
James Bogue is
specific.
so proud of
So
that.
short and to the point. It's very much
First time I
like you,
seen him
James.
smile. It's beautiful.
Someday,
Oh,
He
he's
just
gonna
stopped
make someone a
smiling.
lot of money.
he doesn't smile much, but every once in a while we'll get one out of him.
A thing for horses. It's nice.
Oh, yes.
So you guys make it into town and find the assay office. You head inside? Mm-hmm. There's a man behind the counter that appears to be hacking into something, and you see drops of blood flying up over his shoulder as he does so.
Oh my!
What?
What are you
He
doing?
turns around and he's holding a bloody knife, and the front of him is kind of sprayed with blood.
Oh.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, hello there.
Oh, no, gentlemen, no need to reach. Sorry, taxidermy. Taxidermy is my hobby. I practice it in the office
what
sometimes.
are you taxidermying
Beaver?
there? beaver.
Yeah, he stands to the side, and you see kind of like the mutilated corpse of a beaver.
Oh,
He's in
is
the
it
process of gutting.
Aren't you doing such a wonderful job there?
Well, it's just a hobby.
Well, it's quite good. You should maybe think of it as
Any
a
of his
profession.
finished work around?
You can see around the office kind of like nailed to the wall in certain places, just horrifically taxidermied animals.
Look how
one of them has like a glass eye, like kind of like hanging out on its cheek and like things like that. Yeah, I do a few. I'm kind of new, but
you are quite good at it.
well, slow days a lot of times in the office, so you gotta idle
Does he
hands.
have to roll for that lie?
What?
Does he have to roll something for that blatant lie?
No, he believes it.
What is your name?
My apologies, Jay Cheney.
Jay Cheney.
I run the essay office here.
Wonderful to meet you.
James V, thank you for the donation.
Thank you, James.
Rosaline.
Oh, a pleasure. And he takes a bloody hand up.
that's
and,
all
oh,
right,
I probably
of course.
shouldn't, but nice to meet you.
I'll shake hands with a bloodied hand.
Oh, okay. Let me put the knife in.
The man of the wild.
There you go.
Nice to meet you.
I've seen you around town, I think.
Howell.
Howell
Melton.
Ludy's husband.
That's right.
Yeah, it's all right.
You know Ludi.
Just nicest woman, always stops by, always has nice things to say. How do you do? Sweet woman.
That's why I married her.
And yeah, you folks, unless I'm mistaken, you're with the new preacher.
Oh, you're quite right. Yes.
You know, I've been hearing a lot of good things. A
Oh,
lot of good things.
that's so
We're all
wonderful.
looking forward to that sermon on Sunday, you know.
You're gonna be there, right?
Oh, I
It's
think
gonna
the
be
whole town's
great.
going to be there.
It's going to. Oh, that's perfect. Everyone should come.
Well, James V would like to give 2 fistfuls of cursed Spanish gold to the table.
Oh,
Thank
my
you,
goodness.
James
V.
Thank you, James V.
We should just be rolling out of the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's out of the
What do you
treasure
mean we
hoard
don't
on the
have
table.
any? Here.
We are, we're running a little
Well,
We
don't
need to get some rolls so we can roll them badly. And
don't
campaign coins.
think of this as rude, but I am kind of at a delicate point right here. Is there something I can do for you folks?
many things. 1, leave that beaver alone. It did nothing to you. It deserves to rest. 2, what are the claims? Tell us where they are, where no one is working a claim anymore, where someone has disappeared or possibly exploded. 3, James.
What?
Well, we
What
just
was
have
that
a
thing you
few
needed?
questions
You
to
about summed
preempt
it
that.
up there, Torx.
There was a person you were looking for.
I'm a bit confused.
Well, don't, but she just gets right to the point. We're
Clearly.
we're investigating something that Ludi actually saw.
Thank you.
Thank you for the donation, Forsaken.
And we're actually curious. Apparently, a man named Claybrook was murdered in a very strange way, and we just wanted to.
Claybrook Dellinger?
Apparently, yes. Did you know him?
He's murdered?
Apparently.
I
He
ain't
was
heard
not murdered.
nothing about a murder in town.
No, there was no
Well,
murder.
Something happened to him, and he
It
died.
was a natural. It was an attack by a creature.
Maybe we shouldn't scare people, Turtla.
We don't
Maybe a
know
natural
that.
creature then,
What?
like a bear,
A murder?
similar to a bear.
Bear attack? What?
Don't mind any of that. We just need to know
But a bear
about
would never do
Eli.
anything like that.
Yes, we're looking for a man named Eli.
Thank you, Forsaken. That will go into effect the next time it happens. Is that the 4th tier unlocked? You guys have unlocked all 4 tiers. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much,
Thank
Chad.
you.
You guys rock. Yeah, we should
Yes.
do. To chat.
Okay.
To
To
chat.
chat. Set them up. Knock them down. You guys rock.
That was a terrible combination of flavors. Chips.
Oh.
I will make a note of your wishes, chat.
Which?
Your witches.
Wishes and wishes.
Give me your witches.
James.
Dang.
Your witch wishes. You have horrible back.
All right. Well, I have to say I'm a bit confused. I don't rightly know what it is you're talking about, but I do have paperwork for Claybrook Dellinger and a partner, I believe. One moment. He kind of goes down and pulls out a drawer in a cabinet nearby and flips through it. Yes. Yeah, I have information on a claim. He and a man named Eli Volney are working it together.
Well, do you know where this Eli might be?
Well, I imagine at the claim.
Which claim
What's
was
the
it?
address of that claim?
The address of the claim. Well, it's 111 Claim Street. No, he gives you directions to the claim outside of town. But are you?
Or any other claims have people who just aren't here and the claims are up now?
Well, I mean, people abdicate from time to time.
Sure.
Just kind of.
What are those claims? What are their addresses?
Well, it's hard to know. I have to wait for reports, and then
Where
I
do you
have
get the reports from?
from people. We do ride out from time to time and make sure everything is going all right there, and then I have to make sure that they haven't just left on business or out wandering somewhere. Perhaps something happened to them. They left word. It's a bit of an investigative process before I can officially put put up a claim as.
Is there anyone who's in this investigative process?
Well, me and a couple other
No.
folks.
Are
in
there
town.
anybody that you're currently investigating,
Oh.
and you're putting through your investigative?
Not
process?
currently, although I am. We had a relatively fresh crop of people come in and start up claims, and
It's probably not public information, I would imagine.
Well, yes, that's true. It is sensitive, but I also,
You are a capable man.
as I said,
Well,
it's
thank you.
not unusual for people to just give up. So I'm sure in the near future, what with the new folk coming to town, we'll have another round of abdicated claims. But for the time being, I don't know of any for sure.
Well,
Sir.
thank you.
I hand him 3 or 4 beads. There's a tip for you. You keep me in mind when any of that information comes along, and there will be more beads for you.
You know what? These beads would look great in this beaver's eyes.
While he's doing
Thank
that,
you very much.
Is there anything I can take?
Oh my God. Yes. He has a matchbook. Not a matchbook, a box of matches on the countertop nearby.
And
you
what's
don't
this
even-
guy's name again?
His name is Jay Cheney.
Do
Hey,
I
you
see
don't-
her take that?
I don't know. Are you trying to hide it?
Yeah, I'm always trying to hide
All right,
it.
make a stealth roll.
Is that opposed against my notice?
Yeah. Make a notice. We'll do it. A 2. Oh, you're spending a piece of
come
cursed
on,
Spanish gold,
Brett.
huh?
I have so many too.
Oh, you have a big
For
pile.
character development.
Uh-oh,
There
that
we
aced.
go.
You rolled a 6.
8.
So an 8. Okay, so you have to beat an 8.
Okay, I'm gonna use all these rerolls.
Okay, cool.
This is the one. No,
So you're rolling notice. So you got a 3 and a 2. You keep the highest, but you need
Uh,
at least a 4 to get a success, or you would ordinarily. But she rolled an 8, so you have to get an
so
8 or better.
that's with a raise, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that unless I get a 6 as well.
because your notice is just a D4, right?
Right, yeah.
You would have to ace a couple times by rolling the highest on that die. All right, so yeah, you don't notice.
Seeing nothing.
Nobody notices, in fact.
You're enthralled by my amazing use of beads as currency.
Well, yeah,
More confused than anything.
if you, make sure you mark down that you lost 3 beads worth of currency. If you guys, oh no, I'm sorry, that was in character. If you folks happen to see or talk to Eli or I guess not Claybrook because he's dead, and just find out what's going on, you could please report that back to me and I'll put it into their file.
Oh, of course. Anything we can do to help.
Well, thank you very much. Is there anything else that you needed?
No, we'll get out of your hair. Thank you.
There's more beads where that came from. If you
All right,
hook me up.
Happy to accept. They'll make fine eyes for these specimens.
It defeats my purpose.
Keep up the good work.
I will. You can't get better if you don't keep trying. That's what my
Quite-
mom always said.
Quite true.
Now,
Quite
Tortlaw, I
true.
think you're sending him down the wrong river.
Never gonna get better at this, is he?
I mean, if you keep giving him beads, no, you got to give him some glass eyes or something.
Got some skins.
I don't think he needs more skins if you saw what.
He's taking the skins off the animals, so extra
No,
skin
you're
doesn't
right.
seem like
If I gave him a skin, he would just try to make an animal out of it.
right. Anyways, let's keep
yeah.
on keeping on.
Just, I don't think most people know that it was Claybrook that done got imploded.
Quite true.
So
So we don't
perhaps
wanna
we keep
tell?
that
Is
on
this
the
us
down.
just learning that? Did we not know that before?
We didn't.
We just
no,
learned
we
it.
just
So
saw.
I mean, I didn't. Obviously, I didn't know.
You knew that because
knew that.
Ludi told you she
because
saw
Ludi told me.
Yeah, we
Claybrook.
learned it
That's
from
right.
you.
I knew that. Well, okay.
But you have not been spreading that
This is-
around because
Right.
you think it's crazy.
Yeah.
And also you don't want everyone else to think your wife is crazy.
Right. So we still don't have a confirmation it was him. Just my wife's word. So it's like
That's true.
90%
She saw
true.
him go in there.
Right.
We saw someone go in there, but we didn't know who it was.
So let's not talk about men being dead when we ain't sure. Now my wife Ludi's great and all, but like I said, she was speaking a whole lot of gibberish too. So let's wait and see.
I agree.
Let's talk to this Eli
exploding
character.
monster might be listening to us.
No, don't say exploding monster either, because that's gonna sprout some questions from.
From
all
now
kinds of
on, I'll
people.
just call him Tom.
All right, that sounds fine.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right with that.
Tom might be
Let's
listening
write
to
up
us.
To the
to
mines.
the mind.
All right. Sounds perfect.
All right. So it's probably going to take you guys, judging by the directions that Jay gave you guys, it'll take maybe an hour or two to navigate these rough tracks by cart and get everyone up.
The whole time,
there.
I'm going to just complain and say, man, this would be so much faster if we were all owls.
Does anybody else have a horse they want to name? Because we can keep on going.
Well, no. Maybe we could aim Tartlaw's owl, though.
Wait, you own an
I
owl.
have a horse
Oh, then
that
get
you
your
borrowed.
horse.
I
I
don't own
borrowed.
horses. Animals, the horses own themselves. They
But
just
you-
let you borrow
But
them.
you own an owl? Is that what you just said?
Not quite. It's a joke that we have with Turtlaw. It's just a joke.
It's just a joke.
Don't worry about
But
it.
if we were all owls, we would be there. Like
She's
that.
obsessed with owls, basically, is what I'm saying. They move
Oh.
quite fast.
All
She
right.
wishes she could fly.
Yeah. How would one become an owl? That sounds like some.
Sounds
A
like
larky?
some magic, right? Yeah. Not something any of us dabble in around here.
I'll take a trusty horse.
Named Dot.
Named Dot.
My
Dot.
kind of man.
Horse.
Wait a second.
I get it.
Oh my
Dot
God.
horse, the domain name. Well, Dom,
That's
you done pulled one over on us.
pretty
did.
clever. You
James Bogue, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm gonna need you to make a driving roll for me because you are driving the cart, and I don't believe you have driving as a skill.
Well, it's here, but it's still got a 4 on it.
Oh, it does, right? Okay,
So you
so
do
that
have
means
a
you are
skill.
trained in it.
Okay.
So if you're you can make any skill roll untrained. You'd roll a d4 and then take 2 away from it.
Oh, okay.
So as long as you have at least a 4 in it, you can
So
make a
this is
trained
a-
driving
I-
roll.
I got
So
it.
this is to navigate Steiny and your cart up the path and try and make any kind of good time. At this point, it's a little bit before noon, so you don't want to lose too much daylight. So go ahead and make your driving roll.
Maybe I'm so fond of these people, I do want to waste some daylight.
Maybe you do.
Well, let's talk about horse names.
Let's not talk about owls. Let's go.
There's a four.
That's a 4. That's a success. So you are able to coax and prod Steiny in all the ways that she needs to navigate the kind of tricky terrain. It's a much easier ride for you because you're not pulling a cart behind Dot, so you have no problem kind of keeping up with him behind.
Just keep up, James.
But all the same,
I want to go first faster.
it being cart tracks and everything, it takes a good couple hours to get up there. You guys are outside of town and you're kind of getting up more into the mountainous area, and at this point, you're starting to see a lot more greenery and a lot more water out here. Since it's still relatively early in April, the snow melt's coming down, so there's a lot of small falls coming down the side of the mountain. They all feed into the main creek, which is Coldwater Creek, where the town gets its name, but there are also some smaller creeks that you have to cross over on the way up there. But it's actually, it's pretty nice out here. It's a nice day. The air is cool and clear, and hold on.
Oh, it sounds nice.
It's kind of nice to just be out in the woods.
If this wagon is moving fairly slowly, then I want to get down off of the wagon and just like move outside of the tracks and do some tracking, look to see if anything's come near this road.
Okay. Anything in particular you're looking for?
Well, most particularly explodey monsters.
Okay. So make a tracking roll for me.
I will. I'll make a tracking roll all day long.
There.
What is that? A 6?
Six.
So you check out the track, and it's a relatively well-traveled path. You see lots of cartwheels and horse hoof prints and everything. A few footprints. It seems most people kind of travel by horse or cart up and down this path. You do see a few small animal tracks, maybe raccoon, one that looks like possum. Nothing out of the ordinary, though. Nothing that looks like anything like the tracks that you saw, the strange tracks you saw by the body of Claybrook Dellinger. Purportedly, the body of Claybrook Dellinger.
We don't know.
Okay.
You find anything?
Finding everything I need to know.
What, anything regarding Tom?
Tom has not been around here. But maybe because he doesn't use roads.
Well, that's what would he use then?
Maybe he flies. Maybe he can fly.
Wow.
Maybe some sort of vulture?
Quite a scary monster.
Well, I feel like it's like with ants or cockroaches is a better example, where it's already horrifying and then you put wings on it and then it's just that much worse.
The noble cockroach. Does anyone else want to do anything else on the way up to the claim?
No.
Keep on keeping on.
You guys good?
Yeah.
All right, so you follow the path up. It kind of winds up and down, gets a little rocky from time to time. Definitely is climbing in elevation a bit as you go. And then finally, you turn a bend around kind of like a rocky outcropping, and you see off in the distance there's a small creek going by a little wood cabin, and not too far back behind the cabin is a small falls, and this seems to be the claim that Jay was sending you guys to.
It's a nice place.
It is. It is kind of nice. With the winter weather gone, it's actually very picturesque. It's lush and green and seems nice.
Whoa, Steinen, whoa.
Well, do you think this is it? This looks like what he was describing.
Steiny keeps going for a little
Whoa,
bit,
whoa,
just
whoa.
kind of letting you know who's the boss.
Horse has got old ears. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Well, should we go up inside, see if he lies here?
I am going.
Gonna track.
Check things out.
All right.
First. I want to do a circle, but what I'm going to say to you guys, don't watch me. I'm about to turn into an owl, and I'm going to circle. And I'm going to wait for them to all shut their eyes. Don't watch me.
Wait, are you telling us this?
I'm telling you this.
What?
Don't
mind
watch
her.
me.
This is how she gets
Shut your
into
eyes.
tracking.
Turn your back.
Torla, is it okay if we go up to the cabin
Gotta
while you're doing
go
it?
Wait until
inside.
I'm done. When I come back and I am not an owl anymore, you can go up to the cabin.
All right, let's just go over here. We'll go up once she's out of sight,
What
maybe.
kind of code word is this? I know you said Tom was the explorer. What's this owl?
This is for tracking. This is just something
I will
she
then
does.
not turn into an owl and just walk around the around the edge of the cabin. I'm just looking to see. I'm checking for dangers.
So you're making a stealth roll then.
I'm making a stealth roll.
And you are in a wilderness area, so you're going to add a +2 to this
What? Yeah.
for being a woodsman. So you guys kind of go over to an outcropping. Do you all close your eyes and not look at
No,
Tortla?
I
I
figured
do not
we.
close my eyes.
Okay. Do you?
No,
Okay. Do you close your eyes and not
I
look at
won't
Tortla?
look directly at her, but I'm not closing my
I
eyes.
would look directly at her.
So
I would. be
Anytime
curious.
anyone looks at me directly, I wave my hands like this.
So
Okay.
Them not telling me what it means and me being a gentleman makes me think she's going to the bathroom.
Okay.
So I do close my eyes. Like I don't want to
Okay.
be rude to a woman who needs to go to the bathroom or anything.
That was the
so-
lady's wishes, that you not observe her doing whatever it is that she is doing.
Yeah.
So you will abide by those
I will.
wishes.
I will.
Hey, have a fate shift for playing up that code of honor
Cool.
hindrance.
Oh, very nice.
And because you're a guest and you don't have as many pieces of cursed
I don't know
Spanish
what
gold.
these do. I got a blue.
Oh my gosh.
You are getting all the best ones.
What does this mean?
So
These are
many
good.
cool
These
things.
are good. So you can use those as re-rolls for anything, but
Oh.
the reds and blues you can
Oh, these are
spend.
bennies. Oh.
No, they're fate chips.
Oh,
Yeah.
The reds and the
Deadlands.
blues.
but it
They're
says
fake
bennies
chips.
here.
Shut up.
Oh.
The reds and blues you can spend to add a
ruining
d6
the
to any
immersion.
one of your rolls.
A D6 to any roll.
And you
pretty
can spend
awesome.
multiple of them to keep adding d6s
Wait,
to that roll
that
as
was
well.
the red one or the blue one?
Blue
Both
ones.
of them. If you use the red one in that way, I get it and can use it like that. But the blue one you can use with no
So
downside.
blue is better.
Blue is
Blue is
super
Oh
good.
Yeah,
wow!
blue is
Oh
better.
okay.
So
Oh,
you
no,
have
white.
really
White
good.
is the worst.
Yeah, it's just like rerolls and so.
What a nice green
I got
lush
you.
day in the forest.
Cool. Wow. I gotta start. I should have used a bunch of these. I didn't know.
All right, so make your stealth roll, Tortla. Ooh, that's an ace.
9.
An 11.
11.
So that is a
That's what it
success
is.
with a raise.
You get a +2.
So, apart from the couple of times that you feel Rosaline looking at you and James just ignoring you, and you have to flap your arms
see
like
this
that,
happening still.
you do fade into the underbrush,
Yes, I
and
do.
you do lose track of her despite your best efforts.
Hurry up, Tartla.
You say, completely invalidating the point of
Oh,
stealth.
sorry. That's not what I was trying to do.
Now don't rush a woman.
And you circle the cabin.
Yeah.
There's plenty of greenery and rocks and boulders around here for you to make your way around it and stay relatively hidden. And from every angle, you can see there's 2 shuttered windows on the cabin and the front door, which faces the creek, the front door. But there doesn't appear to be any sign of activity. There's a chimney sticking out of it. No smoke's coming out of the chimney.
The windows are shuttered?
The windows are shuttered
From the inside or the outside?
from the inside. And everything seems quiet.
Okay.
And you are able to make your way back to the group.
All right.
Did you find anything?
Doesn't seem like anyone's there.
Maybe we should knock.
Yeah.
I would. All right. But I'm just saying, I just recently came back from being an owl. I'm a little tired. You go in front of me. I'm going to hold my blowgun.
I'll go and knock the door
Yeah.
at the door.
Is anybody
Rosie, you're
else
with me.
drawing
Yeah,
a
all right.
weapon
I
as
also
you guys go
no, I
up?
don't want to draw my weapon.
No, I've
I'm not going to draw my weapon, but I will have my hand on sort of.
I feel like your hand is always languidly near the butt of your gun.
Now you're all very wary people. Is there some sort of ransom or wanted poster out on you that I should know about?
Oh no,
before
it's
we
the
go?
Holbrook gang. Don't you know how they came in and they've kind of got their eye on us?
Well, you may
That's
not
really
know
bad.
miners very well, but out here, these miners are fairly protective of their claims, and they don't like people kind of riding up unannounced.
Well,
Also-
we ain't no miners or nothing. I think they'll understand we're here for just information, nothing else.
Well, we're new faces to them.
All right.
Sometimes
Fair
that's
enough.
not.
Are you ready, James? I'll knock
follow
on the
you.
door.
You first.
All right.
You knock on the door and wait for a minute. No response.
Hello? We're looking for an Eli. Is anyone here? I want to try the doorknob.
No response. The doorknob, it opens to your touch. Can you
And
guys
it's
clear?
open.
Can you guys clear a space in the middle of the table for me?
Wait, you want me to move the cheese explosion?
The Old West cheese explosion.
Ye Old
Yeah.
West. Oh, sorry.
No,
guys.
we're good.
We got him.
The old cheese explosion of 1875.
You guys want cookies?
Yeah,
Cookies.
come eat these, please.
Yeah, please take these
These
away
are
from
so
me.
good to me. Thank you.
Ye olde cheese
Fresh
explosion as well.
ass cooks.
I don't know if I need this.
All right. So you open the door to the cabin. And look inside.
I am hanging back. This is I'm
Behind this rock.
my blowgun is up.
Okay.
I've got a poison dart in there, and it's like, and I'm like walking around with my breath in, like not breathing, because I'm like,
So you're trying not to breathe as you ready your dart.
Tort, yeah. You got to take the dart out before you
Take the
breathe
dart.
back in.
should,
Now, Tord, is this a hallucinogenic dart or a normal
this
dart?
is a hallucinogenic dart.
When the nobody came up, I would probably put a hand on one of my knives on Scarlet.
Wow,
Okay.
All these spiders want capes.
This
Well-
is horrifying spider cake.
Guys, this is a top-down view of the cabin, and I was kind of pressed for time, so I'm kind of trying to give you sort of like just a general outline of what's going on. You open the cabin, and it's very dark and dim inside because the windows are shuttered. That'd be these two windows here. Inside, most of what greets you are these two cots back in the corner, a table with a couple chairs, a stove in the corner with the pipe leading up to the chimney that runs outside, and spider webs everywhere. There are spider webs all over the
normal
place.
spider webs?
Relatively normal looking spider webs, yeah. But they are definitely, there's also a pretty heavy layer of dust, as though this place hasn't been disturbed in quite a while. And one of the chairs is knocked over.
Can you see that? What's in there? What's in there?
Well,
Is it Tom?
it looks like no one is in here, Turtlaw, and they haven't been here for quite a
Yeah,
while.
I'm just gonna wave her in.
But I've still, I after I said that, I immediately sucked in another breath. Ready.
Okay.
Looks like only ghosts in this house.
Can I roll a notice?
You all can if you'd like
Yeah,
to.
I would like
Okay.
to.
Nah,
Everyone who wants to look around and gives a crap can make a notice roll.
I'm good at it.
I got a 5.
I'm all right at it.
You got a 5? Yeah, you're okay at it.
Oh,
Ooh, that's an
yeah.
ace.
Oh.
A 7?
7.
4.
4?
Nice. That's
And so you rolled a 4, so you ace that die, which means you get to roll it again.
Oh, I guess.
Anytime
oh,
you roll
right,
the
it's a
top
D4.
result, it aces.
Wow.
That's another
Oh.
4.
Whoa.
You are a capable man.
That's another 4.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so
Wow.
that's a 15,
Yes.
15.
Four.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 15. Yep.
and then you rolled a
6.
7.
7. 7. Yes.
You rolled a 5,
Five.
and you rolled a 4. You okay over there?
That your cherry,
four,
your
yeah.
cherry
Your cherry coke.
explosion.
Has it gotten better over
cheese.
time?
Well, I didn't put any coconut yet.
Oh, it's just rum.
Cherry,
Oh,
it's
cherry
cherry and rum.
Cherry and coconut rum.
Coconut rum.
Coconut rum.
And
Listen,
you
I gotta work
insist-
with what I've got.
You insist that this is a good tasting beverage.
It doesn't bother me. It's just weird.
Now that you guys are inside, the silence inside the cabin seems a little bit oppressive, cutting out the sound from outside. All of you who saw, who succeeded, which is everybody, except for Gaurav, because you succeeded a whole lot. Notice a trail of ants coming down from this window over here, and kind of swarming around what looks like a small object over there in the corner by one of those cots. As you guys notice that, you see, underneath the table, kind of tucked away in a shadow, there appears to be a small leather-bound book.
Tucked underneath, like stuck under the table? Or
No,
like
just on the floor,
on the
underneath
floor
the table, but in a
okay.
shadow, in a kind of a spot where it's hard to see it from
Okay.
the door where you guys are standing.
I'm gonna bend down, pick that up, and what do we got here?
I'll mosey over.
Oh my goodness.
And so are you guys walking over here to check this out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
want to pick something up and go to a corner.
Pick something up and go to a corner?
Something like a cup or a pen or something that looked like it
Yeah,
would have
there's
been
a
here.
there's a tin cup on
needs to
on
owl.
top of the table. Yeah. She's got to go owl. So you grab a tin cup. You two are checking that thing out?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
Which one of you is going to get up down to it to check
Race.
it out?
Where'd the book go?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll kneel.
Deadlands?
I don't have it.
I'll kneel down and take a look at it.
Okay. Where is the Deadlands
where's the
player's book?
Deadlands?
Is that
Is it
under
right
your
here? Oh,
character
it's
sheet?
right here.
So you kneel down to kind of see, and it's just like a small lump of something, probably about that big. It's covered in ants, and you can't really
Is it an
see it because it seems to be swarming.
It's
Yeah.
an eyeball.
Upon closer inspection, you kind of start to prod at it with your gun, and it is a human eyeball. So will the two of you please roll a guts roll for me?
Ooh.
Yeah.
The guts.
66. Well, I'm gonna re-roll that.
You're going to re-roll that using a piece of cursed Spanish gold?
Yeah.
Why not? Pay no attention to the sounds of my horde.
Ooh, there you go.
11.
James, you steal yourself, but all the same, you don't want to touch this.
Ooh.
That looks like a 2 there. Spending a piece of cursed Spanish gold. It's a 3. It's better, getting better. Critical fail on the guts.
Oh.
I'm gonna try one more time.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
One
And
more
then-
time.
And then I'm going to accept what the dice say.
There you
Okay,
go.
okay.
A 5.
A 5.
But you got a 4.
You got a 4. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did ace.
Yeah.
6.
6? Oh, 6, even better. So, James, you kind of just avert your eye and take your gun away from it. Tort, you feel
An eye.
what?
It's an eyeball.
Yeah, you feel
an eye.
a rather violent bout of sickness trying to force its way up your throat, but you manage to
Okay.
mentally force it back down.
I've seen eyeballs before inside people's skulls.
And you guys see that Howell has kind of picked up a book.
Hal, what did you find there?
It's a journal, property of one Claybrook Dellinger.
Oh, what does it say? Anything interesting?
Well, I'm not kidding. It is an actual book here. There's quite a few pages.
my
Wow,
goodness.
Look at that.
There is
So-
some reading to do.
Handwritten.
Yeah, and it gets a little.
What
Oh.
the what?
Yeah, at the end there.
Can you all see this?
Maybe start at the beginning.
Maybe, let's see.
Is that blood? Right there.
It's a little dark, and you haven't gotten quite that far, but sure smells like it.
Can we look a little closer at it? Uh-huh.
Okay. That looks like
Which
it.
one of you wants to be the reader?
Well,
I know my letters.
All right.
you can read it. Oh.
So you hand it over
All
to
right, this is what I'm worried about right here.
James.
March 15th, 1879.
What month is it now?
It's April, and I believe it is April 12th.
Senior.
Yeah.
Lost my damn journal panning up by the falls today. Lesson learned. From now on it stays at the cabin. This one shall remain legible and dry by God. March 20, 1879. Found a cave in the mountainside on my morning walk. Don't know how I've missed it so many times before or why I noticed it this day in particular. Piqued my curiosity all the same. Looking inside, I found it appeared to have been blocked up with large stones, quite a long while back from the look of it. I tried, and it was able to dislodge a few of the heavy stones, but was only able to reveal a small crack into the darkness of the cave. A gust of fetid air was all I got for my trouble. Still, my mind is racing. What might be back there, walled off in the dark? Indian treasure? My imagination is running away with me again. Best not get overexcited. In that direction lies naught but disappointment. I sketched a rough map of the cave's location to show Eli later. With the recent discovery of ghost rock in the area, life seems suddenly full of possibility. March 22. Told Eli about my find. He doesn't share my enthusiasm. Still, he agreed to inspect the cave with me on a day when there isn't work to be done. His way of saying never. I'll get him there yet. March 27. Me and my fool mouth. I went and lost the damn map to my cave in a poker game during my last trip into Coldwater Creek. I thought for sure that I had Zachary Driscoll dead to rights on that hand, so I sweetened the pot with the promise of a treasure map. Of course, he cleaned me out once more, and now he's got the damn map. Not that it'll do him much good, I'm not much of an illustrator. Still, it pains me to think of my secret find in the hands of that rascal. This is the last time I play at cards in the Saddle Burr. This time, I mean it. March 28. Had unsettling dream last night. Dreamt I awoke in my bed, unable to move. A demon from hell sat atop my body in the darkness, chittering in a most frightening manner. I made as though to scream, but found I was unable. Something obstructed my mouth and throat, and as my eyes adjusted, I realized it was the demon's own elongated mouth, and its face I shudder to recall. No sense committing such unpleasantness to paper. My insides were on fire, and in my dream I lost consciousness, though from pain or fear I could not say. I cannot recall so vivid a nightmare since the days of my childhood. My guts have been churning all day, most likely with unease. I fear these images will remain with me for some time. Curse my traitor mind for visiting such horrors upon me. March 29. We seem to have a bit of a spider infestation. Cobwebs everywhere, but no sign of the hateful critters as of yet. When I find them, they shall not escape my wrath. March 31. This stomach sickness has not yet left me. I worry I might have a bout of illness coming on. Eli seems troubled today, but insists as ever on remaining surly and private. These dark moods of his are always a sure sign that I'll be playing many games of solitaire in the coming days. Still, he seems a mite disturbed. April 1. Eli confided to me today that he had a horrendous nightmare the other evening. I listened with growing dread as he described to me a dream almost exactly the same as mine from several nights ago. When I revealed to him that I had an almost identical experience, it clearly shook him. I admit I found it upsetting as well, but what else could it be but dark coincidence? April 2. Alone again, as Eli has decided to go hunting and trapping for a spell. My illness persists, stomach gnaws at me, and there is sharp pain at times. I may need to visit Doc Hollingsbeck again. Soon. April 3. And his writing gets somewhat more disturbed here. I think something might be wrong. Hands shaking. Vomited up some blood this morning. Need to go to town but feel lethargic. April 4. Thoughts dull. Pain and blood during morning constitutional. Wasn't excrement. Bloody flesh. April 5. Something moving inside me. Help. April 6. What happens me? And blood.
I have to say, Turtle, it sounds a little less like an exploding creature and maybe more like a creature that exploded out of someone.
Hold on, guys. I want to take a second to recognize that Morgan Freeman-esque narration that Dom Zook just provided. Draw yourself a fate chip, James Bogue.
Well, the penguins came. All right. Thank you.
This is serious.
Have you run into anything like this before?
No, but I think this is why I'm here.
So,
There's two Either one explodey monster, either one Tom, has exploded 2 people, or one explodey monster has made 2 more explodey monsters.
But do we know that Eli is gone? Maybe we should try and find out to be sure.
What color eye did Eli have?
I don't know, but
Seems
it
whatever was affecting Claybrook was affecting Eli
it does.
after.
I mean, unless he didn't need this eye, I'm pretty sure it's his.
Well, now, hold on just a moment here. This man was clearly ill because of something he found, or, you know, people get sick. I don't think there's any sort of monster at work here.
We have to find this Zachary Driscoll fellow and get the map. I have to see the cave.
Right.
I don't know. It just sounds like the ramblings of a madman.
Well, it does sound a bit crazy, but maybe we should try to find this Eli first. If he might still be alive. We don't know that that's his eye over there. It makes sense that it would be.
Well,
But don't we want to know for
Yeah,
sure?
let's find this Eli. He'll clear this up. He'll say his friend had cabin fever or something like that, and, you know, we'll continue.
Well,
We'll see what happens.
you all figure out what's next. I'm going to go owl for a moment.
Oh my. Oh, all right.
I want to try.
I'll just stand in the corner.
I don't
That's
appreciate that
lovely
has
idea.
become a name for things.
Well, it's quite helpful right now, Tartala. I want to go outside and take that cup and see if I can try and mind ride, just to see.
Okay. Are you going to pay power points for this, or are you going to deal with the devil?
I'm going to pay power points because he's here, just in case.
Okay. It's going to be no less spectacular, but I guess you're not wanting to risk any sort of...
I don't, and I'm outside.
Okay.
Away from them.
So you go outside, and the 3 of you remain inside. And you fan out your spectral deck of cards. Make your roll.
What is this a stove?
It's a stove, yeah.
Okay.
I know. It all looks like spiders. What was that?
12. I aced twice.
So 17?
Yes.
I don't know that there is any benefit for acing
Well,
on
I
Mind
did
Rider.
it anyway.
Is there?
So I'm like, ooh. Actually, let's find out.
Where are you finding
This is an opposed roll.
It's in the back of the player's guide, or all the
okay.
powers.
If the victim wins,
That's where your new powers
could
are
not
as well.
find it.
character.
Yeah.
Nah, there doesn't seem to be.
Okay. So unfortunately, there is no bonus for doing that, but well done.
I
Way
did
to
it
go.
real well.
So you fan out your deck of cards, and you hold them in one hand and the tin cup in the other, and your eyes study the cards in front of you, and as they do, you feel your consciousness trying to seek out for whoever last touched this cup. And you find someone. 8 miles is your range?
Yes.
But the senses don't make sense. There's darkness. You can't tell if the eyes are closed or if they're in a dark place. And pain and a sense of resignation and fear. And the pain is intense. And the feelings that you're feeling seem distant and dull, but the pain is so fierce and begins to swell and build the more you occupy those senses that you eventually find yourself having to...
Do I feel it in that way?
You
I
do.
feel the same pain?
You do.
And it's really intense?
It's very intense.
How would I mean...
It grows the longer that you remain in
Okay.
control of those
Then
senses.
I'll probably pull out and...
Yeah,
like-
you almost all but have to before you vomit from the
Yeah.
strain of it.
Okay.
Can everyone make a notice roll for me? And if you are inside the cabin, make it at a -2.
Ooh. Okay.
4?
4.
What did you get, Taline?
I got a 3.
A 3?
I mean, with the -2, I got a 3.
Okay, and you got a 2, Dom?
I got it. Well,
You can spend a cursed piece of Spanish
actually,
gold.
wait.
What? You're gonna add a D6 to
I
it?
add a D6.
All right.
6, so 4.
So 4? Okay.
That's a success, right?
Yes, he
Okay,
succeeded.
cool.
You need a 4 most of the time to succeed.
Okay.
So you got a 2. So you can.
I'll add a D6.
Okay. Now there is one thing to point out to you real quick.
Okay.
Your character has an edge called Seventh Son.
Right.
You are a Seventh Son, and despite the fact that you always seek out rational explanations for everything, being a Seventh Son does give you a minor mystical ability. Anytime someone at the table spends a fate chip, you can spend a fate chip of the exact same kind to negate that fate chip.
Moon 522.
Moon 522, thank you for the
Thank you.
follow.
And
So
Christian, thanks for the.
and Christian, yeah, thank you for the bit.
Yeah.
So that is designed for you to negate my spending of fate chips.
This says just Marshall though.
I
Should it be players? though?
you can do it on
I mean,
players,
yeah.
but that's a
But why?
real dick move.
Real dick. I mean, unless we get into a gunfight with each other somehow. But it's good to know that it could be anybody. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so keep that in
I
mind.
should probably save mine. Okay.
Not necessarily. I'm just letting you know that's an option.
I already used this one. This is
So you're
fine.
using the blue one? Okay,
Yeah,
so add a
that's
d6 to that.
Whoa.
You lummeled it.
So that -2 would
Is
be
a 4.
4.
That's a
right?
success.
Okay, cool.
All right, so everyone succeeded except for Tortlaw, right? Okay, so Rosaline, can you put yourself where you are outside? I imagine you're back
Yeah.
behind this area of the
Figured I was
cabin.
kind of out
Okay.
over here.
I'm still looking at that eyeball.
Eyeball. So all of you who succeeded hear a little bit of cracking in the underbrush outside. For you guys, it seems very distant. You can hear it coming from over there. And as you turn to look in the direction of it, you see several wolves slinking out of the darkness of the forest and kind of crouching in, trying not to be seen, and heading towards you guys. And we don't have
Oh, we don't.
8 of them.
Okay.
And because chat unlocked a deadly promotion once more,
Uh-oh.
behind these wolves, in the darkness of the trees, you see a much larger wolf come slinking out. It has a black stripe that runs down its back, and its muzzle seems to be devoid of fur. But it's much larger than the others, and it seems to be waiting and watching as it comes
But
up.
they're just standing there?
They're kind of creeping in. They don't seem to notice that you have seen them. You guys don't see any of this. You just hear things from
Oh,
outside.
so I can tell they haven't seen me?
They don't. Yeah, they don't seem to have. They seem they're crouching low and trying to like very quietly approach.
I'm gonna turn around and look at you because you're also the person that knows.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I think I did. And I'm gonna go to the window here where the ants are coming out, and I'm gonna try and like peer. You know.
So the window is shuttered.
Oh, it's shuttered.
So in order to do that, you would have to open it.
I'm gonna peek out the door.
Okay, so you're gonna go out the door, and
Just
you can
peek. I don't wanna-
kind of see. Do you look over at Rosaline, or do you assume she's owling?
Well, it depends on which way this door opens. If it opens this way, I'm gonna call out and say. Well, I guess I have to call out no matter what. 'Cause I don't know what direction she's facing.
It opens that way.
So basically like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now it's kind of obstructing your view across the creek.
Ma'am,
Oh, yes?
are you done? I heard some rustling out there. Is
yes.
that you?
No, it's not me. Actually, if you look right ahead, you'll see quite a pack of wolves.
And as you peek your head out the door, you do see quite a pack of wolves. And seeing your head come around from the door, the one in the back kind of perks up and lets out a mournful bay. And they all start charging across the creek right for you guys. And we are in a combat. Tortlaw, unfortunately, no one keyed you in.
So I'm just looking at this
So
eyeball.
make another notice roll for me real quick before the combat starts. Okay, you become aware of what is happening, and you will be dealt in for this round of
Okay.
combat.
You guys
hear
are
the
whispering.
wolves' feet. You're a
You also hear the wolf howling.
I probably would have
Oh,
also
right, yeah,
grabbed
Yeah,
it.
there's that too. That's a big one.
She's like, Mom? Is that you?
And it is. It's Mom.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
All right. So initiative in Savage Worlds is handled with playing cards, and we'll start here with James Bogue because he gets the quick edge now.
Yep.
So here is your card, James Bogue. A 4 of spades.
No, thank you.
Sending that one back because you're quick. Here's your card, a 7 of clubs. You have to keep it because it's above a 5. Tortlaw, Jack of diamonds.
Yeah.
Rosaline, 7 of spades. Hal Melton, 3 of spades. Sorry, bad luck.
Maybe they're friendly.
I'm going to talk to him.
Out of there.
This one's for the wolves.
Oh, God.
Son of a bitch.
This one is for the black striped wolf.
Woo.
All right,
Can I re-roll this?
you cannot.
Great.
So that one, yeah, unfortunately, that means the wolves are going first. All right, and they are.
Is this
they
how
are
it
fast.
works?
Oh, come on now.
All right, guys.
I'm not a real gunslinger.
So at the call from their leader, they all start rushing forward for you guys. They're all going to take this round to close distance. So I'm going to make one running roll for all of these wolves.
Is this the distance they go?
7. This adds to the distance they go because they're spending their round to run. So they can move 15 spaces this round.
Well,
Yep.
mighty nice to meet y'all.
All right. That one leaps across the creek and comes rushing up for you, Rosaline.
Great.
And this one follows.
Oh wow, they're already on me.
Can
Yeah.
I taunt them to come to me?
On your turn.
Oh.
Don't worry, they're coming for you.
have a 3, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can move 15 spaces, so they can
You
basically
always put 'em
get.
wherever you want, honestly. Like, there's no way they can't get to
Yeah.
either of us. So just put them.
There we go. So you didn't open the window, right?
Nope.
Okay. Then, yeah, man,
No, this
Howl.
makes sense. The buffet's in here. Come on in.
Sorry, man.
No, it's fine.
Okay, but that's their round. They spent their whole round closing up with you guys.
Great.
So that is the wolves. Who's next? Jack of Diamonds. I believe that's Tortlaw.
I am. Can I use my turn to run to this window and open it and climb out?
Open it and climb out. Yeah, you can do that.
And how far can I get if I do that?
What's your pace? I think it should be 6.
6.
Okay, so how far are you wanting to go? What are you wanting to do?
I'm trying to. What I want to do is I want to get out this window and
Okay.
come around the side.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you roll your run die, I'll let you. The window's fairly sizable, so I'll let you get out of it without having to make an extra action.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is you're going to roll a d6, and you're going to add that to your pace.
Okay.
That's your running die.
3.
So you can move 9 spaces this turn, and I
Okay.
won't. We'll say it takes you 2 spaces to get out of the window.
You gotta roll to avoid
1,
the ants,
2,
though, because
3,
you love
4,
ants.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep, you're good
You
to move there.
love ants.
I squish all these ants.
Wait, what?
Oh no, the
I
ants!
thought you were a shaman.
You don't know nothing.
All right, that's your turn. Hand
my
in the
turn.
card.
Is it me?
It is. Goes in reverse alphabetical order from spades, so it starts with Rosaline. You got 3 wolves on you,
Burst!
Rosaline. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. So you're going to cast Burst. All right, so that's a cone template.
It's good
Yes.
that you're busy.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I was gonna say.
It's
Burst?
54 card pickup.
54
So
card
unfortunately, Rosaline, that's only going to hit one of these guys.
What? Because of where
Because
I'm
of where
at?
you are.
What if you move back and do it?
You could move back,
We'll
but you're
take-
going to take 3 attacks from
Yeah,
the wolves.
I won't do that.
Oh, that's a thing in this game.
Yes, it is.
I guess. There goes my plan.
Okay, well, how
Yeah,
does
right.
See ya.
how would fear work here then?
Fear?
Yeah.
Fear is what, a large template?
It says smarts times 2.
Smarts times 2? No, that's the distance for it. But it's a large burst.
Distance.
Well, range.
So just read the description of fear.
Power causes the target overwhelming dread and horror. The area of effect is a large burst.
A large burst. Okay, so that is a fairly sizable area that you could lay that down. Large burst template, and I should really print these out so they're easier to do. That's that much there.
Oh,
So you
now
could
if I
probably.
laid it here, would I be casting on him too?
Does it say anything about being able to avoid friendlies?
Oh, hello.
Oh no! That map on the wall.
It's haunted. Every creature beneath the template must make a
Now-
guts check.
I'm probably afraid no matter what, so you probably just go for it.
I'm
You
just gonna
could-
shoot you to put you out of your
Yeah.
misery.
thank you.
Depending on where you place it, if you want to place it centrally, Rosaline, you could get these wolves here, but not that one and that one.
Okay.
Or you could try and drop it more on Howl or more on you.
I'll probably try and do what you said and get a few in both.
So you can get these 2 and those 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, that would affect Howl as well. So he's gonna be affected by this too.
What if I angle it just a touch so I get this edge?
So, like,
Can I
your
do
cat-
that?
Yeah, you could do that where you get everyone, just those 2 wolves on
Yeah,
the edge
not
of him.
him?
Yeah,
Okay.
you could do that.
All right.
Chances are Howl's gonna, well, he might not see this.
Yeah, hopefully not. But
All right, so
more
you're
important.
casting Fear.
I'm gonna use PowerPoints again because it's very crazy.
Okay, so how many power points did you spend for Mind Rider?
3.
Okay, and then how many are you using to
2.
cast Fear? 2. All right, so spend your power points, make your spellcasting roll.
6.
6 is a success.
Yes, it is.
All right, so
So-
you fan out your spectral deck of cards and pluck a joker from the deck and throw it up into the air, and from it bursts a gigantic joker who starts cackling loudly down at the wolves below. What do they have to make in order to...
Every creature beneath the template must make a guts check. Apply, yeah.
A guts check.
Guts check. How does
What
that
kind
work?
of guts do wolves have? Are these gutsy wolves? These wolves do not have guts, so they are going to be making this at a D4 minus 2.
Yes.
It ain't looking good for the wolves.
No, it
Well,
is
but
not.
you do have a huge pile of cursed Spanish gold.
That's true. Good point, Tulane. I'll spend a piece of cursed Spanish gold to re-roll that.
You're doing it one for all the wolves, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll spend a piece of cursed Spanish gold to re-roll that. I'll spend one more piece of cursed Spanish gold to re-roll that because I'm literally sitting on a Fort Knox of cursed Spanish gold back here. Looks like it's not in the cards, guys. It's not in the cards. They don't make their guts check. What effect happens to these wolves?
Extras are panicked. They're panicked.
Okay. Does it say for
There's
how
no
long?
wild cards.
Okay. All right, so these guys
Well,
are...
there's duration. Well, that's just instant. so-
Sure. Travelix, thanks for the follow. So these guys are panicked. These 6 right here are panicked. So on their next turn, all they're going to do is try and get as far away from you as they possibly can.
Nice.
That is a successful cast.
Thank you.
Hand in your card. All right, James Bogue, you're up next.
So you're in the doorway. Doorway is open.
It is open, and I am just outside. Yeah, but yeah, I'll say I'm in this square, obviously.
The one that's surrounded by wolves.
Yeah.
He's the one in the square that's got all the wolves around it.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a whole congregating thing happening over there. Oh, you're missing. You guys are missing it off screen. Cool stuff.
Look at all the supermodels. Here's one thing I would like to see if I could do. Can I move up and grab him and push him, pull him back into the thing? Would that?
It's still gonna incite
Still gonna
attacks
incite
from those guys.
Okay.
Now it would at this point. These 3 are all panicked.
Right.
So the only 2 who are going to try and bite at him would be those 2.
Yeah, but
So if
still-
you want to risk him
Yeah.
getting bitten by some wolves,
I'm alright with that.
What's that?
I'm alright with
you get the impression how things.
that. Somebody get me inside!
Yeah.
Get me away from all these wolves!
I'm a dog person.
It might be Megan's because it's just kind of sitting. Is that? Okay. Can you just move it away from the knife there? Is that?
Yeah, maybe.
That didn't do anything? No?
Do you keep mute one individually?
Yeah.
Until the
Sorry, guys.
stops?
We just don't want crackling in your ears.
That's Megan's.
Okay, I'll just move.
Yeah, just mute that one for right now. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so what are you trying to do, James?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the door. And yeah, I will try and pull you back in and try and shut the door.
Okay, make a strength roll for me.
Okay.
Well, howdy, James. I think these wolves are hungry.
you
What?
Oop. Nope.
Cursed Spanish gold.
It was crackling even when you weren't.
Maybe it's something over
Yeah.
here. Yeah, maybe it's.
Still doing it? Can you just try moving the cable a little bit, Megan?
Are we sure it's yellow? Is it,
Still going. Might be Mike.
All right, come on.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a 6.
How about now?
So 10.
Okay, so you got a 10.
Just mute her right now.
So you grab him and fling him back into the room behind you. So these 2 are gonna try and take a free attack on you, man.
okay.
All right, so they're fighting as a D6. So the first one of them is gonna try and nip at you as you go flying past it. That's gonna miss, but I'm gonna spend a piece of cursed Spanish gold to re-roll that. Can you hand me that one for me? Thank you very much. Ooh, that's a miss. All right, the next one's gonna try and bite at you. That one is, what is your parry?
My parry.
That'd be that number. So
It
a
is a
5.
5.
Okay.
2 plus half fighting?
Yeah, don't worry about that. That's just the math you have to do to get it. I'm gonna spend a cursed piece of Spanish gold. Man, all right, doesn't work when I spend it on that. So you go flying back inside here. And then, James, what was the second part of what you were gonna do?
You want to close
could just
the door.
shout us from there.
I think you said close the door.
You said close the door?
Yep.
Okay. Pull him in and close the door. Sure, we'll say you can do that. So you pull the door closed, and you hear the wolves
just like this
outside. All right, good move. Hand in your card.
You're gonna shake my hand?
Nope, I'm gonna take your card. Tortlaw, did you already go? Yes,
went
you did.
first,
So
or early.
the only person remaining is Howl and the black striped wolf. Okay.
Did they get you? Wow. all right.
No, they missed.
Worked.
So something about this bigger wolf seems a bit more intelligent. It seems to be a bit more cunning, and it's kind of surveying the scene, watching what happens, and it sees you coming around the side of the house, and it kind of just zeroes in on you and starts running over to you.
Okay.
So this one is also going. Let's see.
Is he gonna use his run, and then he can't do anything when he reaches me?
He is going to run and try and do something when he reaches you. So he's going to get a
Son of a
-2 to his run die and to his attack. So he gets 2 extra spaces. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all
Does
he
he have
needs.
to get extra spaces for crossing a
No,
creek?
he's just jumping over it.
I had to get extra spaces for going out a window. Wolf is getting
Well, you're not a
advantages.
wolf. And then he's going to try and bite at you. So this guy is a wild card because chat donated to promote him to that.
Nice, guys.
So he's going to have a D8.
No,
bad.
Not nice.
Bad shot.
Man, Torlav, you've been kind of a magnet for this stuff so far. It's not
Yeah.
intentional. Could you hand me that die? Here we go. So he just comes running over and tries to bite at you.
I get my parry.
Yes, but
It is-
he's gonna spend a piece of cursed Spanish gold to re-roll that.
He's a jerk.
Wolves don't got thumbs. They can't spend gold.
He's gonna spend 1 more to try and re-roll that.
Yeah, no laughing when he has so much cursed Spanish gold.
Wow.
I'm just gonna spend 1 more, just 1 more piece of cursed Spanish gold, because I have so many pieces back here.
What about your fate chips? Don't forget about those.
What's your parry?
4.
All right. Oh, that's right. Your parry is lower now because you're a shaman. All right. So he comes running over and just latches
He's at a
onto you.
-2, isn't he?
Oh, he is at a -2. That's right.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
good point, Tom.
Thank you, Dom.
Well, I'm gonna
Dave's
spend
got
one of
your
these
back.
here blue fate chips
I don't
to
think
add.
so.
Oh, what's that?
Says my 7th son.
So Howl from inside of the shack, despite everything that's going on, feels like someone is trying to do something they ain't owed.
I hope Tortlaw's all right.
And Howl
Shut up.
and negates that reroll. So he comes lunging over to you, and you feel almost an invisible presence just pass by, and the wolf misses you by mere inches. Hal Melton, you're up.
Okay, I'd like to open the door and walk outside.
Now listen, we got off on the wrong foot.
Persuade roll. All right.
Okay, you close the door.
Yes.
I have a shotgun. I assume it can probably plow through this door.
Let's see. Sorry about that. That was really heavy.
Yeah, well,
The door has a toughness of 8. So if you're wanting to shoot through it,
Yeah.
you've got to first you've got to roll to hit the door properly.
Sure.
And not panic, and then you're going to have to do enough damage to break through the door.
Okay. Well, shotguns do a ton of damage.
It's not going to do any
But-
damage to anything on the other side of the door
okay,
this
that's
turn.
what I wanted to know. Great. Well, then that doesn't matter. We want to keep the door as secure as possible. Can we talk during this, or?
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
free action to do a little bit of talking. 6-second rounds, much like D&D.
Well, thank you first of all, pulling me back inside. What's the plan now? Do we? I mean, there's another window over here. We can just run.
Yeah, well, we need to.
And that's 6 seconds.
Cool.
What you gonna do, Hal?
I am going to run to the same window.
Okay.
That Tortlaw. This one's already open.
It
right?
is open, yeah.
So walking to here, can I shoot that wolf from here?
You can, as
Okay.
long as you don't move more than your pace. You can
Yeah.
walk over there and try and shoot out the window. Now, you are going to be shooting a shotgun,
Right.
and the assumption is that they are not in static melee with each other. They are moving and circling and moving around. So you can fire at that wolf.
Okay.
He's going to be a little bit harder to hit because Talene is moving around out there.
Okay.
But if you roll a 1 on your shooting die,
Uh-huh.
there is a chance that you will hit Talene instead of the wolf with your gun. So just be aware of that.
Okay.
If you hit Talene, I'm just going.
Thanks.
Actually hit her.
No. I want. It's for full immersion.
Real at
I
this table.
appreciate it.
Okay. Well, my shooting is 8.
Yeah,
So
you're pretty good with
I'm
the gun.
pretty good with a gun.
You gonna go for it?
I'm
can't
gonna
jump.
go for it.
All right.
I see a wolf going after.
So you run over to the
Law.
window and just kind of sling your single-barrel shotgun out the window and try and take aim at the big wolf with the black stripe, and you fire off a shot.
Pow!
7.
7.
All right. So I was gonna say you're at a -1 for the cover of that, but
So
How do
six.
raises work for this?
so you're only trying to hit a 4
Right.
with a ranged attack.
Right.
So you've got to get, for every 4 you go over what you need, that's a raise. So
Right.
you got a 6. So you hit, but you didn't get a raise.
But so if I added a fate chip, I was saying,
If you added a fate chip,
what does that do for damage?
it's going to
or-
add a d6 to your damage roll when you
Oh.
raise on your attack roll.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Because I got a couple more.
Yeah, but
Right.
also remember, if you get hit, like these are the things that you use to soak wounds with.
That's true.
Okay.
So you can spend this one, but also try and keep one in reserve to save your skin should you need it.
Okay. Okay.
Which you might in this fight, because that's a lot of wolves.
Or I could re-roll it. Nah, it's probably fine. Let's just see what happens after a wolf takes a shotgun to the face, because this is a lot of damage.
Because honestly, like, if you just make the wolf go over there
I
to your
don't know if it's
window,
gonna do
you're
that.
in a window.
That might. Okay, so important to note, you rolled a 1 on your wild die, but not on your shooting die, so
Right.
you're good. You're not
Okay,
going to
that's
hit an
fine.
innocent
Cool.
bystander.
Great.
So you hit. So now you're going to roll damage.
Oh yeah.
Which is 3d6.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because you are in
Woo-wee.
short range
Can
with
I
a
get one
single-barrel
survival?
shotgun.
Yeah, go for it.
Just take one of the wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
We
gonna.
don't need those.
Roll a wolf.
Nice.
10.
10. All right.
That's
Yes.
pretty good. I'm okay with a
Dead.
10, right? That's pretty average.
Uh,
It's exactly average.
10 is
hit it.
enough to hit it, and it is not enough to. No, it is enough to hit it with a raise.
Nice.
So you both shake it, and
Ooh.
you wound it.
Nice.
Yeah. He goes, ew! And then you go,
Yeah.
oh.
You shake it and wound it. Nice shot. Hand in your card. No, hand in your card. Don't shake my. Why does everyone want to shake my hand?
I think
Good
it's
job.
'cause you
Good
reach
job.
out
Nice
like
shot.
this.
Give me your card.
you did
Great job,
go,
everybody.
right.
Good fighting. You guys are doing great. You guys are doing great. There we go. Okay, next round of combat. Here we go. James Bogue.
High number.
Oh,
High
it's me.
number.
It's a high
Don't
roll.
want that one.
Just shoot him in the head again.
How about an ace of clubs?
Yeah,
Can I interest you in an ace of clubs?
Oh, aces go first. Right?
4 of hearts,
yeah.
Celine.
Cool.
Rosaline. Ace of spades.
Whoa.
So I go before
Yeah,
you.
that's right.
Wow.
Are there jokers in there?
There are.
Yes, there are.
Hal
They're fancy
Melton.
pants.
9 of clubs.
Nice.
The Wolves. 8 of clubs.
Oh.
Black Stripe Wolf.
Low.
King of hearts.
God damn it.
Sorry, Talene.
All right,
It's not doing well though.
Rosaline, you're up first.
Okay, so they still haven't run away.
That's true.
Oh man. So okay, here's a question.
Yeah.
So now that that's closed, if I cast burst this way, what would I hit?
All of them.
Right, that's what I want to do.
Yeah,
Now-
if you cast burst this way, you'll hit all of them except for that one.
Great.
This one, which is already panicked.
Which is panic.
Yeah, no. Yes, that one is panicked.
So I.
Holy
they
crap,
haven't
actually-
responded to that yet. So I
They
don't
haven't.
know that they're panicked yet.
Let me check, because this template is a bit longer than I thought it was. It might. Okay, it won't hit the black stripe one, but it will hit, it'll hit all of them.
Will it? Okay, so it won't go that far.
Yep.
Nice.
That
This
might be a
time,
good move.
I want to try my luck. Now I'm feeling a little more confident.
Oh, yeah?
I want to try my luck here.
You're going to deal with the devil?
Yeah, and he's not out here, so I'm gonna deal.
That's
with the devil.
true. All right.
What does that mean?
So she draws her cards. She gets her power from beating demons in games of skill and chance in her head.
Okay.
So every time she casts a spell, she is stealing power from a demon that she has beaten at cards.
Manitou.
But rather than spending power points, she's going to try and steal this creature's power and let it inhabit her briefly to power this spell. So, draw your hand.
Okay.
Ooh.
Jack. Hearts.
Jack of hearts,
6.
6 of clubs.
Oh, and I didn't say what I needed.
Yeah, you do need to announce that first.
I need 2 power points.
I think it's only 2
It's
freaking
2
power points to activate
which
burst.
means I just need a pair.
Yeah.
That's all I need. There it
So
is.
there's your pair. Draw 3 more cards. Make the best hand of 5.
Oh,
Wow.
There's 2 pair.
Oh, 2 pair.
One more. Okay. So
So
I
best
just
hand
need
of
that
5
2
is
pair, which
yeah.
is going to give me. Hold on. I don't think it gives me anything extra, but I
It
just want
doesn't.
to double check.
Just gives you more power points.
Yeah.
wow, spells are really
2
good.
pair. Yeah, 4 power points. Okay.
All right,
Well, all I need
aces
is
and
this
jacks will be enough to beat the Manitou in your head, the faceless one with the mask that's always very unsettling. And as you do that, your spectral card deck comes shooting out of your hand in a storm of fury. That's the best way to describe it. That just tries to slice all these wolves to
like-
ribbons. So,
there
you
birds
still got to
outside?
make your spellcasting roll.
What's that noise?
Right. I do have to make that. Okay.
Yeah, you hear.
She's still pats an owl out there, I think.
Oh no, what a bad time to
That's
have.
a really
It's real
unfortunate
bad,
time for
real
passing an
bad.
owl.
Oh my.
5.
5 is a success. All right, so what do they have to roll? Agility?
Yeah, they have to roll agility, and
Well, good
it's
news.
against me, I believe. Hold on.
Wolves are.
It's against your spellcasting roll?
It's one of their things.
Oh, I'm thinking of another.
Cast, place, then layer, blah, blah, blah.
You're
Target
thinking of
within
aardvarks.
May make agility rolls versus the caster's arcane skill roll to avoid the effect.
So you rolled a 5, so they have to beat a 5 with their
Okay.
agility, unless you want to re-roll your roll.
If I
you have
do
any fate?
re-roll,
Oh,
I have got.
You can't add anything on it.
No,
If
she just
I
has white fate
re-roll it
chips. Mhm.
and I
You
get
keep the
lower,
higher.
I keep the higher. Okay, might as well. Let's do it. I'll
Yeah.
use one of these.
You're going to use a piece of cursed Spanish gold?
Why not?
All right.
Oh, there you go.
Ace that. 5 again.
Okay. I
I
mean,
want to try again.
I mean, you have a billion
go
gold.
for it.
You might try again because I've got a lot of pieces of cursed Spanish gold and have them make their reflex save. You got a 5.
Just keep getting first. Okay, one more time.
Okay, one more time. One more piece of cursed Spanish gold.
Oh.
You aced it?
Come on, give me another 4.
Yes!
There it is.
Okay, so that's
11.
what,
11.
yeah.
All right, here we go.
Good luck, wolves.
So
I
these
shouldn't have said
cards
that.
just explode out of your hands.
You're not going to have any chances to re-roll this.
3. I'm going to spend a piece of cursed Spanish gold to
Son of
re-roll
a-
that. Didn't see that coming, did you? Oh, what, lommeled it.
This is like Jordan's Dormammu. I've come to bargain.
Yes.
I'm going to spend one more there.
Ha-ha!
Just one more time, just for funsies.
I've come to bargain.
Is that your best Benedict Cumberbatch doing an American accent?
What was the...
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Yo, Do!
let's do one more, just one more.
Let's make a deal, Do.
I have a problem.
You do have a problem. Ha! Ha! Ha ha!
No deal, Do. No, you said no.
You're like your mom
I said
playing
no
slots.
deal, sir.
You're
I
like
just
your
said
mom
no
playing slots.
dildo.
No dildo.
All right, that's probably the best they're going to do. So they
Oh,
fail. They fail to jump out of the way and get hit full front.
Wait,
with
do I have
all
a
of that.
raise here?
Uh,
Does it do anything for me if they do?
I don't know. You tell
think
me.
it does.
Is this the panicking spell again? Or is this
No,
No.
this is
like
this is her heavy
hurt them.
weaponry spell.
Oh no. Oh, I mean, great. Yeah.
All right, so roll your. It doesn't do anything extra if you got a raise.
No.
I'll let you add another
I mean,
d6
you're the
of damage
marshal,
on that.
so you could do whatever.
We'll
you
call
want.
it just
Oh,
like
yeah?
making a raise on an attack roll, and I'll look that up for next time. But roll an extra d6 of damage on top of that
Okay,
because that was a good
everything's
roll.
falling
I
off.
mean, and some of them are panicked, right? So maybe there's.
Yeah, some of them are definitely
They
panicked.
start biting each other.
Okay. I need another. Here we go. We'll just do this one.
Roll the tinies.
Better. And a d6.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? A 2 and a 1 on my d10?
You could re-roll it.
Yeah.
I can't
I thought you
reroll.
could
Oh
damage.
no, that's right. You can't re-roll. I always want to give you guys legend chips. So you have
7.
them. 7 damage.
7 on my.
7 damage.
Is that bad?
No, it's just it
not
can be
great.
so much.
What was the
better.
max there? 20?
26.
26.
Oh, 26.
So
Okay.
7
Wow.
is enough to hit them. Well, hold on real quick, actually. Let me see what exactly. If panic shakes them, then
Oh,
that'll
yeah.
be.
Can we get a minus or something?
Hold on. It's not on. My screen tells me nothing.
What can I look some up?
I'm just gonna
Probably
see
not
what
this
panicked is. There we go. 98. I just want to make sure they're not already shaken by being panicked. Boop boop boop.
What is shaking me?
Oh, yep, they're shaken.
Um,
Balls.
Basically, it's like the first step before being wounded. You can't do anything.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
these guys, everyone except for this one got hit, and these guys were shaken, but these weren't, correct?
Correct.
Right.
Okay, so these guys are all incinerated by the onslaught of your razor sharp cards. They just all
I just
immediately go
smile
down.
at them all.
Whew. These guys are shaken, so I'll put them on top of other dice in order to indicate that.
Important.
Yep.
Codes.
And this guy is also shaken, still from the fear earlier. But you just incinerated a crap ton of wolves. And somewhere a Manitou is very displeased with you. Hand in your card.
I laugh at him. Where did my card go?
It's under your dice bag.
Thank you.
James Bogue.
Maybe seeing some like green light kind of show under the door. Or
Yeah, you
something
do
like
see that, and you hear the sound of a bunch of wolves suddenly ceasing to exist.
It's a very
The telltale sound. Yeah.
I'm gonna kick the door.
Okay.
And just come out with my gun.
All right, so you're kicking the door open. Which way are you going? Are you going that way or this way? Because the door opens that way.
Right.
So if you kick it open, you could step out to the side of it like that. But maybe like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And you're gonna open fire on one of the wolves?
Yes.
The one directly in front of you?
Yep.
Make your shooting roll. Yep, do your ritual.
Yeah.
Make sure you get all your good shooting energy up there. Get it. Get it going.
Come on, Dom, I want to
Double
play.
ones.
Ooh,
That's an
nice.
ace.
10.
Yep, that's enough to hit him with a raise.
Wow.
So roll your damage.
All right.
And make sure you add an extra d6 on there. So
An
that's
extra d6?
Yeah, so that's going to be 3d6 plus 1 with your with your gun.
Peacemaker. That's 5, not 10.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wolf is dead. You shoot it right in the face, and it just kind of crumples to the ground in front of you and starts bleeding out.
Oops.
Did you not mean to do that?
Oh.
Hand in your card.
Bloops.
Yeah.
Who's up next?
Bloops.
Is it the striped wolf?
The striped wolf.
Yeah.
He is going to try and unshake himself. So let's see.
Did
His
I do that?
spirit is a d4. He's not very spirited, actually.
Haha.
Thank goodness. Don't unshake yourself. God damn it.
And he is wounded, and I have to remember that now.
So
He's
it's
at a
minus one, right?
-1, but he still aces that. All right, yeah. So he unshakes himself and comes staggering back up to his feet, and looks up at the window where the shotgun blast came from.
Yes, please get closer to the guy with the shotgun.
Yeah.
AoE
I like it a
spells
lot.
do 1d6 extra on a raise.
Okay, cool. So we did that
You
right.
did it right.
You just make that.
And he's going to kind of shift over here
I wrote it down.
to the right and try and bite at you again.
What a bastard.
Oh, clever girl.
Oh dear.
So he's at a -1.
5.
So he gets a 5, and that's enough to hit you, right, Celine?
Yep.
Okay. So he's gonna roll damage now. This is strength plus d4.
Be bad. Roll bad.
He's probably
Roll bad.
He's not like amazing, but he's not bad.
I want him to roll
I seem
bad.
to be short a d4. Can I borrow?
Sure, here's my D4.
That's a d6. You don't want to
Oh,
hand me
that's
that.
not what I meant.
That's too many. Ooh.
Oh,
Roll that
why?
Good.
Why?
Nice. So that's 11 points of damage. What's your toughness?
You guys saw the d4 and didn't roll very well.
Can we make you reroll with these?
Not damage.
No, not that.
Toughness
Right,
is 5.
Toughness is 5. So that is an 11. So that is a hit with a raise. So that's going to shake you and wound you.
I'm going to try and soak.
You're going to soak? All right, so you're going to spend a fate chip to make a vigor roll to try and get rid of those wounds. All right, so roll your vigor, which I believe is a d6,
D6.
and add your wild die. All right, so you got a 5, so that's a success. So you would soak the wound and unshake yourself, I believe.
And unshake myself?
I believe so.
Okay.
I forgot to check that up from last time, but I believe if you unshake the wound, if you soak the wound, you also
Okay.
don't shake yourself.
Okay.
All right, so you successfully roll. So he comes in and tears into your calf, and
Ow!
you kick him off, and you manage to work through the pain and stay in the fight. Well done,
Does that
Tortla.
mean you're not hurt at all?
Am I not hurt?
No, you don't take a wound because you
Oh.
soaked it.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm just like, I will accept this wound.
Turns out it's just a flesh wound because your calves are so strong. Who's next?
I do.
I got a 9.
I believe it's you then, Hal Melton.
All right, so clever wolf around the corner. I want to be even more clever.
Okay.
What if I walk here and shoot through the wall?
Okay, the wall is a
At the
bit
wall.
thicker than the door.
But it's an old place,
It is.
and it's awesome what I'm doing.
Sure.
It is. Hey, if this is a
That's
cabin,
true.
if this is a legit cabin of the time, and it's springtime, they would have built it deliberately with cracks so they would have filled with mud during the winter and they'd knock them out during the spring to get the breeze.
Shit.
Wow.
Okay.
Also,
All right.
spiders
Wow.
weaken wood. We all know that.
Spiders do weaken wood. That is a historical fact as
Yeah.
well. So why don't we say this? Yeah, we'll lower the toughness for that. So again, I'm not entirely sure on the ruling for this, so I'm going to change it on the fly. We'll say the toughness of this area of the wall is 6.
Okay.
So when you do your damage roll, any damage on top of 6 is going to go through and hit the wolf. So if you can
Okay.
do enough damage to go over 6, that's enough damage to damage him.
That's fair.
You will do it.
I like it.
So
That's
first, just
fair.
make your shooting roll to.
Oh,
Oh, actually, ooh,
yep.
you fired last turn, right?
Oh, I did.
So you-
oh, okay.
you only
so it's
have-
a -2.
You only have 1 slug in the chamber for your shotgun, so you're going to have to reload this turn, and then you're going to be at a -2 for your shooting roll. Now you're only trying to shoot a wall,
Right.
so you only have to get a 4.
Okay. That's not too bad.
So you're going to reload and try and fire in the
have to
same
get
round.
At least a 6.
You also
You've got
have
a blue
2 fate
fate
chips
chip.
that can add a d6 to what you're
Right.
rolling.
Well, yeah, I was gonna add that to the damage though. Can I do that?
You can't add it to damage.
Can't add it to damage. Okay. Well then, yeah, then I should probably use it for that. I do have a reroll too,
Okay.
so I think it's worth it.
All right.
Good.
Seems like
Why not?
Make it
So you
count
eject
as
your
that.
shell as you run over to the wall and slam a new one in and cock it, and then take aim at the wall and just unload.
you think you're so damn clever.
Ooh.
7 minus 2 is a 5. That's enough to hit the wall.
Okay.
All right.
Congratulations.
So now you're going to roll damage.
Now the damage is the one that you need to get high on.
Right. So that's 3d6.
3d6.
Can I borrow
Yeah,
one?
go for it. Or
So
here,
6 of this damage is going to get soaked up by the wall.
Right.
So whatever you roll on top of that, if it's enough to get through his toughness, it will damage him.
And these aren't rerollable, right?
These are not rerollable.
Okay, cool.
You can't reroll damage.
Well, giving it a shot.
Oh,
there
you
you go.
aced that,
You get to
so you get to
roll.
reroll that. So
Okay.
18 damage.
Nice.
So
You did it.
6 of that is gone, so you do 12 damage,
Woo-wee.
which is enough to hit with a raise. So you will shake him and wound him.
Nice.
So he now has 2 wounds and is shaken. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
That was
wasn't
pretty
it?
cool.
That was
Hand me
really
your card.
cool. Okay.
Now the whole cabin
Shake it.
comes down.
Stop shaking my hand. Give me your damn card. Who's up next? It looks
Wolves.
like the rest of the wolves. Okay, they're going to have to roll to unshake.
Aha.
So this one's going to roll to unshake.
No.
I'm just going to spend one of these few curse banner gold. No, you know what? I'm going to hang on to those. I'm going to spend this fate chip.
Whoa, wait.
It's a white fate chip.
Son of a bitch. Who cares? Right? What does that do?
It's just a reroll.
Reroll,
Oh.
but without depleting his
See?
store of cursed Spanish gold, which we would like to
check.
deplete.
Just going to spend one more of these right here. What am I doing? I can just spend this automatically to unshake. I'm going to
Yeah,
do
you
that.
are.
I'm going to spend that to unshake.
Oh.
Create.
Oh, okay.
So he's unshaken. Whoops. And then this one's going to roll to unshake.
No,
Whoa,
it's not.
cool.
Nice. Right into the little hole in the dice tray thing there.
Oh.
All right, yeah, don't worry about it. He unshakes.
Yeah.
Okay. So these guys, this one's going to go for you, James.
Okay.
Just going to run up and try and bite at you. It's going to leap for your throat.
You can try.
He is going to try. That's the whole thing he's doing right now.
Little did you know wolves hate pipe tobacco.
See?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah. To this wolf here.
I'm going to spend a fate
Wolf,
chip.
you hate pipe tobacco. I don't think you want to do. Oh God!
Cursed piece of Spanish gold.
They are cursed. So
They are cursed. I got to keep that in mind. I am the cursed dome. What's your parry?
Oh, yeah, look.
5.
That's enough to hit you.
Okay.
All right, so it's going to roll damage, which is strength plus d4. Not too bad. Not too bad. Hey, I found my d4 somehow.
Good job.
Sure.
6 damage. What's your toughness?
5.
You are shaken. It comes nipping up, going right for your throat, and you step back just in time, but you find yourself on uneven footing because of how close you came to having your throat ripped out. This one, Rosaline, is going to go for you. No! All right, that's the wrong thing that I'm rolling.
What are we going? This is
Toughness?
my.
This is parry.
Carry.
Oh,
6.
she got a 6.
Because you're an acrobat now.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to spend 1 piece of cursed Spanish gold to re-roll that, because I got
Wait, it's actually 7, isn't it?
Odd.
Because we didn't.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the,
it's 7. Crap.
Oh!
Go! Give me that back.
No! I don't like it.
Whoa!
Oh!
No.
That's bad.
So that's a hit with a raise. There's no point in rolling more, so he's going to do an extra d6 of damage to you.
You're all right. You're all right. Ooh,
Oh.
daddy
Can you hand me that
shit.
6?
Ooh,
10,
that's
13,
15, I
15. So what's your toughness?
It's a 5.
5. Okay, so that's a hit with 2 raises.
So that'd be 2
So you'd be
wounds.
shaken and wounded twice. But Forsaken, much earlier, donated to heal the very next wound that someone took. Have you been wounded? Were you wounded by the wolf?
No.
You were not. So you are going to be, unless you want to soak.
Well, hold on. Will it just heal 1 wound?
It'll just heal 1 wound.
So wait.
You'd
if
still
I
you'd still take
could
1
I
wound and be
still
shaken.
Soak. Could I try to soak? I can only.
Yeah.
I have to soak both.
I guess I
of them.
shouldn't have revealed that whole thing that Forsaken did, huh?
I have
All
to
right, yeah, you
soak
can
both-
still make a soak roll. Oops, oops, GM.
I roll my vigor.
GM.
Vigor.
Yeah, thank you.
This isn't gonna work.
I done tipped my hand.
Nice. Wait, is that?
Yeah,
It's
that's a
6.
so that's an
So
8.
8.
So that's a success with a raise. So that was 2 wins and you'd be unchecked. Well done. Forget what I said about Forsaken. That never happened.
Now we know.
All right, and that's it for the wolves. Tortlaw.
I would like to turn into an owl, please,
Okay.
and fly the fuck out of here. Goodbye, bitches.
Okay.
I'm gonna be an owl in a tree, not getting bit.
Make your tribal medicine roll.
I'm
And
gonna.
And you are not wounded, right?
I am not wounded.
So you are at no minuses.
I'm at no minuses. I'm at runaway.
So you're going to spend 3 power points,
Yeah.
and then you're going to make your tribal medicine roll.
And goodbye.
Hey, thanks,
Bandana
Bandana
Man.
Man.
Thanks for the
Thank
donation,
you.
Bandana Man.
Bandana Man.
8.
8. Okay, re-roll that.
11.
Okay, I don't know that you get anything for a raise
I don't
on
even
shape
care.
change.
But you know what?
Like a prettier owl.
You guys, yeah. Tortlaw turns into a majestic owl.
Do I see that?
Nobody
No.
sees it.
Crap.
She's around the
Around
corner. And where are you flying off to?
Where are these trees?
Okay.
Goodbye, trees.
And Tortlaw flies off into the trees, but nobody sees it happen.
Great.
All right,
I see an owl fly over the thing. I'm just like, oh man, if Tortlaw was here.
hand over your card.
She loves owls.
Here we go. James Bogue. You probably don't want that 5, huh?
Does it 5 or higher?
I think
or
it's anything below. It's
5 or lower.
5 or lower.
5
You can
or
turn
lower,
back.
right? Yeah.
Jack
I'll
of
take
clubs.
it.
That do you?
Yeah.
Tortlaw.
But I want to make
The
sure.
majestic owl. Rosaline. The majestic person.
I like it.
James Howell.
Yeah.
Full of majesty.
Thank you.
The remaining wolves.
Yeah. 5
And Blackstripe.
Oof.
All right.
Man, I'm last, huh?
James Bogue. With the Jack of clubs, you're up first. You're shaken though. So you're going to have to roll to unshake first thing.
That's a vigor?
That is vigor.
We can't use the.
No, I'm sorry. That's spirit. That's spirit.
Spirit.
Or you can spend a white fate chip to unshake automatically.
Yeah. I'll
Do that.
Yep.
You are unshaken.
All
You
right.
can now take your turn as normal.
I told you, wolves don't like tobacco. Dead.
You're gonna fire-
Automatically.
Automatically dead because of
Yeah.
one-liner?
Yeah.
Just roll for me just in case. Just in case the one-liner wasn't enough.
All right. I mean.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Sure. Why not?
And it's, remember, you're in melee with it, so you're not hitting 4, you're hitting its parry.
It's parry. Well, yeah, because I can't back up without
Without it getting a free
Yeah.
attack on you.
So that's a 5. Does that hit its?
It does.
Okay.
Roll damage.
All right. All right. That's back. I'm back at a 2d6.
Yeah, just
right?
2d6 plus 1.
6.
6? You shake it. You fire a shot right at the ground and you say with such conviction
Yeah.
that wolves do not like tobacco
Yeah.
that it believes you,
Yeah.
even though it can't understand what you're saying. And it is shaken.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do we not like tobacco?
I don't know. Work? Who's up next? Blackstripe. She's going to try and unshake. What did I say that his spirit was? Oh, right. Not very good at all.
Wow.
Whew.
You should use a
Boy.
piece of cursed Spanish gold.
I should,
Hey,
right?
good luck, but
Because I'm out of fate. Oh, wait, no, I never drew fate chips for Blackstripe. I was using my pot of fate chips.
Unbelievable.
Hold
Wow,
on, guys.
the cheating.
Hold on, guys. It's not cheating. I am following. I got a blue and a white there.
Unbelievable.
I'm going to spend a white to unshake him automatically, though, so I'll just take this blue one. Somehow Hal Melton doesn't seem all that concerned about this blue one I have here.
Whatever.
So it has been shot again by your shotgun.
Yeah.
And it whips its head around and sees you through the open slats in the wall. It's gonna burst through the weakened wall
Wow.
and just try and land on top of you and snap at your throat. So
Yeah.
here we go.
Come on in.
Here we go. I think at this point that's just going to be a strength roll because you blew a hole through the side of this. All right.
I did do that. I did do that.
Weren't thinking ahead, were you? That a wolf,
Well, I thought he was going to kill it.
figure
a
two
giant,
shotguns.
a giant wolf might come through that wall that you.
Two
weakened.
shotgun shots I figured would take down.
I'm going to
pretty
spend a
much
piece of cursed Spanish gold
Wow.
to re-roll that.
Wow.
any living things.
Oh.
You kind of have to keep spending them because we're running out of.
I know.
Yeah, we have.
That's
to
an
replenish.
8. What is your parry?
My parry is a 5.
Okay,
I thought
so
that was
it
against
comes.
the wall.
What's up?
I thought that was a strength check against the wall, not him.
Oh, yeah,
No,
that's
no,
true.
it's a fight. Basically, he blew a hole in the wall, so it's just bursting through it. That was
Okay.
Actually just a fighting attack.
Roll for splinters.
I'm gonna roll for
Roll
damage.
For splinters.
On the
Splinters,
wall.
splinters we do later on. Yeah, because of the splinters. All right. Damage isn't that bad. Though. That one aced though.
Yeah.
The 4, 7,
Oh, looted.
11.
Oh, looted.
I'm coming
I'm
home.
coming looted.
Damn it.
Wow.
Sorry, guys. Whose idea was it to put a tiny hole there? There we go. Okay.
The logo looks so cool on the other
It
side.
does.
Holy
my
Oh no.
God.
15,
Wow. Okay. Now, come
Well,
on. Come on
19,
well.
Oh my god.
22. What's your toughness?
Oh,
now. 28.
22. That's so weird.
Your toughness is 5.
Plus 1.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
So that
I
is
did it.
a hit with 1 raise, 2 raises, 3 raises, 4 raises. So you can make a soak roll.
Okay.
You're gonna have to soak 4 wounds. So you can spend your red fate chip
Uh-huh.
to make a soak roll, and if
Okay.
it's not quite high enough for you, you can spend your blue one to add a d6 to it. That is the order I would recommend that you do that.
Okay.
So spend a red fate chip,
Okay, here we go. Spent.
and then make a vigor roll for me.
Okay.
So vigor, I believe, is a d6 for you.
It is a D6.
And you're also going to
correct.
roll your wild die.
Correct.
This is a big hit.
Okay.
This wolf freaking hates you.
I can't re-roll this.
No, you can
You
reroll
can
it.
You
re-roll.
can?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then I'll be fine. Everything's going to be great. Nobody worry. Nobody worry. Okay, that's not...
Okay, so 5 is 1 success. So that soaks 1 wound.
So I'll still take 3?
You'll take 3 wounds. You'll still be up at that point.
Okay.
Now you can spend a blue fate chip.
And we do know
To
that
add a D6
Forsaken
to that.
has healed. The
Nope, ignore that. You can spend a blue fate chip
only we
to
knew.
up that by a d6.
To continue trying to soak, essentially?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I kind of want to save it to screw him.
Right.
But I might not be alive to do that?
I think
Right,
it might
exactly.
be, yeah, you might want
You
to
might
live.
as well just
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
All right, spend it, add a d6 to that roll. So add 1 more d6. So that was an 8 that you had there? Or no, I'm sorry, a 5.
That was a 5.
Yeah, right. 4, so that's a 9. So
yeah.
that would soak 2 wounds.
Okay.
So you would have 2 wounds and
Okay.
you'd be shaken.
Okay.
You can, if you want, you can re-roll that entire batch of dice, or you can stand on what you have.
What is that? 18 is the max. I got 9, so I got half. It's slightly below average, but 12 is what I would need anyways to up it to
But you
another
can,
one.
but you can hit a 6 and re-roll it.
Oh, that's true.
Just like I did with damage when I almost killed you with that wolf.
Okay. Well, I think I have 1 reroll that I was given, so I'm going to do that.
And you'll keep whatever's higher anyway.
So you're gonna
Oh,
re-roll.
I will?
Yeah.
Oh,
So you're
Yeah.
gonna re-roll all 3 dice.
cool.
The one you added and the 2 that you rolled. So
you
yeah.
Ooh, there you
That
go.
one aced.
That's what you want.
So which one was your wild die?
The one I just rolled.
Okay, so you got a 2 plus a 6.
Yeah.
Or no. Okay, never mind. You got a 6 plus 2. Yes, 8. 12.
Right, 6 plus 4 plus... Yeah, so that's 12.
That's
Cool.
12.
That's,
That's
yeah,
good.
that's
There it
So
is.
that's
Three.
1 wound,
Great.
2 wounds, 3 wounds. So you will still have 1 wound.
Okay.
And you'll be shaken.
Okay.
But you minimize that by a lot.
Cool.
So it comes bursting through the wall and snapping at your throat, and you put your gun up just in time to block its furious onslaught, but it slashes at your chest and opens up a gash across you, but it doesn't quite get your throat. That was good. That was a good use of your stuff. All right.
Thank you. That was
Who's up next?
So is he shaken now?
Yeah, you are shaken.
Where is my shaking
Right
thing?
here.
Oh, it's over here.
And you have 1 wound, so you're at a -1. Tortlaw. Owl Tortlaw. You see all this happening from the trees.
Jeez, he's so safe here though.
You could glide down like an owl.
I could climb down like an owl.
If only you had hacked it last turn instead of running away.
Nobody saw that happen.
Do I have an
That's
attack
true,
as an
that's
owl?
very-
You do.
What is it?
One moment.
If folks like the music that's playing, and earlier the little sounds of the trail riding that says Plate Mail Games.
Plate Mail Games.
Exclamation point PMG in chat. Just enter that in, and you'll get all the information you need.
It's a D4 as an owl.
That's terrible.
Yeah, owls are not great hand-to-hand fighters.
All right.
Having no hands.
Let me ask if I, first of all, as an owl who is flying, I can clearly go wherever I want immediately because I'm super fast, right?
No, your pace is still probably 6 flying as an owl because they're a smaller bird per round. You could roll a run die, which in this case would be a fly die.
Well, then why did you let me go all the way over there?
Because it was cool.
You know what else?
Can I
would
get
be
all
cool?
the way back?
Yeah,
All right.
because of like downward angles.
Oh, nice.
Is there like a porch
Science.
or anything here?
There's not.
I'm gonna come as an owl. I'm gonna come up over the roof.
Okay.
I want to do a diving attack on this wolf,
Okay.
rake him, and then fly up in the air where he can't reach me.
Okay, you're definitely going to be at a -2 for that, for your attack, but you can do that. I will allow that.
Okay. That's what I'm doing.
Go for it.
The attack is a D4.
D4 -2.
Wait a sec.
We're going to go a tiny bit long, guys, so thank you for your patience. Bear with us.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay. Cursed Spanish Gold.
I'm gonna also re-roll that.
Okay.
Cursed Spanish Gold.
Cursed Spanish Gold.
Mother,
Are you gonna re-roll that?
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Yo, dough.
Cursed Spanish Gold.
I've come to bargain.
Wow.
All right, I'm
Yo,
done.
come bargain,
I'm just, it's just for show.
Dormammu. I've
It's all
come to
just-
It's just for show?
bargain.
Yep.
Okay, so you come sweeping down and
My
screech
highest
at the
was
wolf.
a 4.
And since you've never, it's been quite some time since you've been an owl,
Yeah.
you come screeching down at it and totally miss it. And anyone who could see this owl might see it almost shucks its wings as it goes flying back up into the air on top, just kind of hovering up here above
yeah.
the house. All right, hand in your card. Hal Melton, you are up and you got wolf in your face.
Yeah.
You got to unshake first though, so make a spirit roll for me.
Perfect.
Okie dokie. Spirit is a D6 plus my wild die.
And you're at a -1 because you're wounded. Oh, wait, no. Forsaken healed the first wound after that, so you are not wounded.
What Forsaken? Thank you.
Good job, Forsaken.
No,
You
what
got
a
some
surprise.
free?
Cool, cool, cool. You're not wounded.
Okay.
In fact, you're not even shaken because he healed your wound, so
Oh.
you don't have to do that. Yeah, take that back. It's all you. Just shotgun and wolf. Now, what are you trying to do here?
So I guess I'm not trying to be
Shotgunning wolf.
unshaken or whatever.
No, you don't need to
Great.
unshake.
Okay, so I mean, wolf in front of me. What is it in close combat to attack something? Is it harder, obviously?
With a gun?
Yes.
So you're going to have to reload
Right.
again. So you're going to be at a -2, and you're trying to hit its parry instead of
Okay.
hitting a 4. So it is going to be harder to hit it in close combat.
I see. I see.
You could just take a hit at it with the butt of your gun, but you're going to be using that as an improvised weapon, so you're going to be at a -1.
Right. I
Which is
got
better than a -2.
Yep. Not going to do quite as much
well,
damage.
I have a hatchet too.
That's true.
That's probably better than the butt of the gun, right?
But drawing your hatchet's going to be an action as well, so you're going to be at a -2 for that as well.
Okay.
So
Well, if I'm
butt of the
gonna
gun is the best way to not get as many penalties in this case, but it's not going to do quite as much damage.
I think I'm going shotgun and taking the -2.
Okay.
I'm pretty good at shooting.
You
could
crack
probably
it,
make up it
load up another
damage.
slug,
I think so.
crack it close, and try and finish off this wolf.
All right. 7. So yeah, -2.
Not enough.
Oh, because I gotta hit its parry.
You got to hit its parry.
So I
Should
should.
re-roll.
Yeah, I might as well. I got one reroll.
Cursed piece of Spanish gold.
Here
Spend
you
it.
go.
Re-roll.
Here we go.
Wow.
You lumbled it.
Oh,
Oh, but you
you
aced
didn't-
that one.
you
So
aced it.
First roll that one to make sure you don't ace the wild die as well.
Wait, hold on. That's the wrong die. I should be rolling a D8.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
That's my bad. That's my bad. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
That's my bad. Should have kept it. I'm
That would have
sorry.
been so cool.
That would have been really
No one
cool,
would have
but
even noticed
I
Gurov.
like being honest. I'm an honest man. Well, that's a miss.
Yep. A lot
Re-roll.
of table gold there.
Yeah, you guys got too much.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
You guys
Thank
got
you kindly.
so much. I ain't too worried about it.
Woo.
You
Yeah,
just
so
brought on a
much.
guest to deplete our cursed Spanish
We didn't
gold.
plan this at all.
I can neither
This
confirm nor
wasn't a
deny.
thing.
How much cursed Spanish gold does Gurov get
Okay.
when he leaves out of here?
It's still a 7. So
That's
it's still a
still a
5,
7.
which is still a miss.
Oh, that's a miss?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's trying to hit its parry.
Parry.
Oof.
Yeah. All right, one more. That's it.
One more.
This is it.
Last one. See,
This
they're
is
like
it.
candy. Once you pop,
They are like candy.
you can't really stop.
We have so many.
We do.
That's 7. That's it.
Man.
All right.
That's the end of that.
So you blast, but it is now shy of the gun and dodges neatly out of the way.
Son of
Hand
a
in your card.
Here you go.
All right. Next up is the wolves. This one's going to unshake. Well, it's
No,
going to try
it
to.
isn't. Haha.
Yep, you're right. It's not gonna.
So
So
like, fuck, pipe,
all it can
pipe,
do,
tobacco can.
Oh, pipe.
all it can do is try and move, and it's gonna try and move away. So James, you're gonna get a free attack on it,
nice.
but not a free shot. I don't believe you're gonna be able to get a free melee attack on it.
Okay.
Do you want to try and hit it with the butt of your gun?
Yep.
All right. Make a fighting attack at a -1.
Seems like an odd thing to do. It's running away.
I could shoot you in the back, but
Game logic.
ungentlemanly.
Try to kick it with your boot.
4.
4?
Yeah.
You're
Once it
at a,
gets his-
yeah, because you're at a -1.
Yeah.
That I think you're trying to hit its parry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit. Unless you want to re-roll with one of these many pieces of cursed Spanish gold you have in front of you.
I mean, it's running away.
Yeah, but I want to get it out of here.
Yeah, you aced
There
it.
you go.
You aced it. You lommeled it.
That would have been another ace.
9.
9. All right, that is definitely enough to hit it with a raise. You kill the wolf by bashing its head in with the butt of your gun. As
Didn't
it,
waste a bullet.
Yeah.
and the last thing it smells is pipe tobacco.
Oh, no.
Oh.
This one's gonna try and make an attack on you, Rosaline.
Aha.
And it whiffs it horribly. Give me the freaking die. The wolves are definitely
I'm angry about
being
that.
routed. All right, well, show them what you're gonna do
I'm
about
gonna
it,
take
Rosaline.
Scarlet and stab it right in the side.
All right, now you had Scarlet out.
Yes, I mean that's. Didn't you see me whenever they?
I think I did. I think I saw you holding a tin cup in one hand and a spectral hand of cards in the other.
I did, and then
And
whenever
you probably
I
dropped
saw
the
them,
cup.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna have to draw this
pulled
turn.
my
Careful
knife.
with your mic, it's turned back.
It's turned.
Side.
No, it is.
All right, so you can attack it, but you're at a -2
Fine.
as you draw your knife. The official sound of frustration.
Wow.
It's a 4.
It is a 4, which isn't enough, is it?
That's correct. One cursed piece of Spanish gold coming right up.
Come on. I have to.
Okay.
I really want to cut this wolf.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I want you to cut the wolf too.
It's gonna be nice.
Oh.
You almost
is
landed
gonna
that
be
right in a
nice.
shot glass.
It is.
Nowadays.
Look at me. Oh.
Okay, that's a hit
okay.
with a raise. Add a d6 to your damage.
Thank you. I will.
So this is strength plus d4 plus 1 plus d6.
Strength plus D4
+1.
plus 1.
Plus D6.
I didn't say that in a very concise way, but that's around about what it is.
Yes.
You
Oh.
aced, man.
Wait, hold on. So that was 10.
Oh, okay. Don't worry
11?
about it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think we need to do the
You,
math.
yeah,
Oh,
okay.
Let's continue doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You cut the
I
wolf's head
didn't
off.
count.
So, this is
I do
Scarlet or
this and I
Mary?
this is Scarlet.
Scarlet comes almost preternaturally unbidden to your hand,
Mm-hmm.
and as you do in one fluid motion, you just slice up with your Bowie knife and sever
go
all of the tendons,
Like this?
bones, and connecting tissue on the
Yes.
wolf's neck,
Just
and its
hammer
head
at it.
just falls
Laugh at
right
it.
off.
Attack me.
Pretty good, pretty good. Hand in your card. We're almost done here, guys. This should be the last round of combat. James Bogue. Got to keep it. Tort Law. Rosaline. Howl.
Wow.
Black Stripe.
Oh.
Damn this wolf.
It's at a -2. It's wounded. It wants you, Howl Melton.
Come and get it.
Oh, it's a coming. It's going right for your throat.
Oh God.
I'm gonna add a d6 to that roll.
Oof.
Well,
That's a 6.
a parry is 5.
That hits.
That is a hit.
Okay.
You have done it.
I have done
It
it.
is a success.
Well done. Yep.
Oh man, that's a really crappy damage roll.
Yeah.
It comes up for you, but it seems to be losing a lot of blood. It's weak, and it kind of nips at you, but you're able to move out of the way just in time, and he is not able to get a solid hit. You're up next, Howl.
You call that a bite? I'll show you a bite
Uh-oh, he's going to bite the wolf in half, you guys,
with my gun.
with his gun. So you're going to be at a -2 if you're reloading.
Yeah, might
All
as
right.
well. Is there an ammo thing I should be counting? Is that what this was?
Yeah, you have 15, though, so you're good.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I think you've only used like 4 or 5.
Yes, yeah.
I don't think you're going to need to use 10 more to take this wolf out.
Let's hope not.
All right. Jam it in there. Take a shoot and roll.
Hey.
Yeah.
Even the right die this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a hit. That's a hit with a raise.
That's nice.
Yep. Even with your -1.
So it's an extra d6?
Yeah. So you're gonna roll
Okay.
4d6 of damage against this
Ooh.
guy.
Nice.
Good luck.
Shotguns are pretty sweet.
Hey guys, who let the dogs out?
Uh,
That would have been really
Let
cool
your
if I got
dice
all
out.
the dice. Oh, that's actually pretty sad.
Yeah, wow.
That's a 9.
I mean, 9's not bad.
Oh.
No, it's not bad. In fact, it's a hit with a raise,
Woo!
Whoa, whoa!
all
which
you
is
needed.
enough to shake it and
That's all you
wound it.
needed. Yes.
So it has 3 wounds, but it's not dead yet.
Oh,
Damn!
Well done, Hal.
Holy cow.
Rosaline.
it's me.
Yep.
Okay. So my pace is
6.
6.
0 charisma, what?
Well, I have a +2.
Oh.
If I,
What, 0?
so this is
We're
just a
all
little bit.
Oh.
You know what? What would happen if I try and pull one of my throwing knives?
You'd be at a -2 for drawing it and throwing it in
And
the
I
same
would also
turn.
be at a -2 if I tried to run over here and stab, right? So no matter what, I'm at a -2.
Yep.
If I'm throwing, I'm a D6. Okay, I'm gonna try to run over there and stab with Scarlet.
Okay, so all you need to do is not roll a 1 on your running die.
I have to roll a running die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I roll?
Actually, don't roll a 1 or a 2. Just a d6. In
with
order
my
to.
wild die?
No
No,
wild die
this
on
one?
running. Yep, you're
I got
good.
a
That's all you need to get
3.
over there.
Whee!
You did it. You rolled the thing you needed. All right, now you're at a -2 to hit, but he is shaken and he has wounds.
Okay, and
This could finish up the black-striped wolf.
Yes.
This will definitely finish off the black-striped
That's
wolf. What'd you get?
13.
13. All right, so you come over.
Well, actually, -2, 11.
So after the intimidating smell of the pipe smoke, the distraction of this random owl, several point-blank shotgun blasts, and a crazy woman with a knife coming in to stab it right in the heart.
Mostly the pipes. Tobacco.
Mostly the pipe tobacco.
Hey, we put stuff over it.
Yipes!
Should be good.
One final time.
Oh, that's kill stealing.
I'm sorry. I'll take it back.
Very
that-
rude.
And guys, she rolls need. After all that, she's gonna take all the loot. Nope, 2 meta? Whatever, that's
Oh,
fine.
I get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
World of Warcraft.
I
Anyways,
rolled need, and I was all like,
you killed the wolf.
I killed the wolf.
And
I didn't
silence.
roll damage.
What?
I didn't roll damage.
You didn't.
I know.
Wait, you didn't?
didn't. No,
God
that
damn, I
was
did
just
it
me.
again. Roll damage.
Okay.
Dun.
Hold on. What was my damage?
Dun. So you added an extra d6.
Strength
Plus d4 plus
D4
1 plus d6. Okay,
Okay,
yeah, you murder the wolf. It's super murdered.
15.
Just like I knew would happen the whole time. Guys.
Blade.
yeah.
This is all a bit much for Hal Melton. He's a simple, consummate frontiersman.
Pretty good.
He did.
He did super good. Because, guys, he's the consummate frontiersman.
Right.
But all this talk of creatures inside of people and things bursting out of you and a wolf attack, too rich for Hal's blood. Hal, you made a promise to Ludi. In fact, these folks did, that you would get back alive.
Well, it's time to hit the old dusty trail.
He says, like clasping the ghost of what was once a wound but no longer is, because magic.
I best be off because I don't want to die. Walk around with you folk. No offense there. It was fine for a while, but
I noddly sage as an owl hovering above them.
Are you still an owl?
No. I go back to the tree.
Okay.
And then I transform into a person. And then I stay there for a while.
In the tree.
Okay.
Just
In the tree. I'm
In the
sitting
tree.
in a branch in a tree.
Whoops, I'm too high off the ground. All right.
so I brush myself off, get back on my cart with Steiny.
Well,
Until next time,
thank
come
you.
back to the farm if you want some lemonade.
Of course, it was great. Lemonade. Thank you for the help. I guess we'll keep looking into this.
All right, are you guys going to stay here and keep investigating? Or Hal might be kind enough to take you back
would
to
you like
town
a
in his
ride
cart.
Well,
back into town?
you think
I don't know
Dot can carry us all, unless she's going to fly away.
Dot can't carry us
Let's
all.
get a ride. I come out. I got lots of twigs and stuff stuck to me.
Well, you were
One
owling
feather.
for quite a long time.
Do you think we should go back to town now, or should we keep investigating?
We need to get the map that Zachary Driscoll
Right.
got.
Sure, we don't know where to go. I also maybe have more to talk about a little bit later.
James Bogue, make a notice roll for me real quick. As these guys are discussing this and Howell is getting up on his wagon, trying very hard to not lose his composure. You gonna re-roll it? You're gonna add a d6 to it. You know I get to keep this now. Oh, good. good metagaming. Add a d6 to it.
Okay, so that 3 was my highest.
3 was your highest, okay.
7.
7. So these guys are talking. You hear a rustling off from a small bush over here.
See you.
Rustle. Stalking over to it. Mm-hmm. As you get closer, you see a coiled rattlesnake, and its rattle starts to shake as you get over near it, but it doesn't seem poised to strike, but it is looking directly at you. Mm-hmm. And removed as you are from the rest of the group, you see it open its mouth and its tongue flick out, and you hear it say, "I'm coming for you soon." And then it slithers back behind a rock.
Coming with you.
Well, all right.
Yeah, that's unsettling.
That was because chat unlocked some high strangeness. So thank you, chat. You've added yet another wrinkle to the goings-on in Coldwater Creek.
Y'all
I thought
creepy.
this was the high strangeness. Nope. All right.
Like a normal day. And what town are we in?
Coldwater Creek, where
Coldwater Creek.
people mail order clothes and other sundry items.
Where's this coming from?
From-
What is this?
There's a women's
Magazines.
clothing line called Coldwater Creek. I didn't know that when I named the town.
Oh.
So you all are
We get
getting
the
on.
catalog.
You all are getting on his
Sorry, found it.
his cart.
Yes.
I'm hopping on Dot.
Are you guys taking anything with you?
Well, I
Back.
might take the tin cup.
I'm
Yeah.
going to take
Go
Taking the
back
tin
and
cup.
get it.
You guys are taking the
Turtle.
book.
I'll take
Yeah.
some spider webs.
Okay.
Maybe the eyeball. No.
Does anyone want to take the carcass of a very large and unusual wolf skin
Ooh.
along with them?
Well, no.
I do have a knife for skinning.
What sort of money might we get for this wolf? Do you know Tartla?
I don't know what things work in the money world, but that would be really valuable.
How many beads?
Well, maybe we should.
How many
take-
beads? That's a question. I
know
mean, if
the
we're talking glass beads
exchange
we're-
rate.
or versus wooden milled beads, I mean,
As we
So as the
ride,
cart
this is going.
as the cart goes over the horizon and around the bend with the wolf carcass in the back, we fade out on Tortla, discussing the various different merits of different bead types
So
and
glad
structures.
you're here, James.
Well done, guys. Well done. You guys successfully took out a pretty difficult foe there. Thank you guys so much for all your
Yes,
donations.
thank you.
Bandana Man, this donation that you put in, we're going to carry over to the next game. So thank you very much for that. Don't feel like it's going to get overlooked. I just want to take a quick moment to shout out that Barnabas SB Cairn is an NPC donated by BSB Care.
Oh, I was going to guess someone else.
Star Lizard is an NPC donated by a Sci-Fi T-Rex. And although we only made mention to him and have not seen him yet, Wolf That Leaps Through Fire was an NPC donated by Firewolf.
Oh.
So we will be seeing more of those guys in the coming games. Thank you guys. Those are our $25 or more Patreon backers who've added some NPCs to the game. And don't worry, for those of you who have not yet seen your NPC, they're coming. I want to thank Garaf for filling in for Jordan.
thank
Thanks for
you.
sitting at the
Thanks for
table,
having me.
man.
It was so much fun.
It was fun having
So
you,
much
man.
fun.
You're so much fun.
And thank you guys, all you normal guys, 'cause it was fun having
Normal
you guys
guys.
too. You guys are here all the time, but it's still fun.
Shucks.
Thanks to Isaiah and to Brian back there behind the computers.
Woohoo!
Does anybody have anything they want to plug before we head out? I know Garab
Me?
does.
I
You
do.
do. You
I?
do.
Yes. So tomorrow morning, in exactly 11 hours and 47 minutes,
Wow.
we are having our International Tabletop Day celebration, in which I will be running a D&D one-shot for Sean Graham, Havana Mahoney, Tyler Rhodes, and Eric Reichert.
Ooh, fun.
We're all going to be playing a D&D one-shot, and it's going to be based loosely around Suicide Squad. That's
Oh,
so they're playing
Nice.
bad guys.
cool.
So it's a little twist on what people usually play. And yeah, it's raising money for Extra Life, so kids in hospitals. So it's for a good cause. So come by, donate. We have lots of ways to mess with the cast. They can eat beans. They can do a toast. They can all sorts of stuff. I have weird and fun things they have to wear if they get advantage or disadvantage. And you can look at the stuff on Twitter right now. I have the donation doc if you guys want to donate now. And yeah.
And then the things they do in that game will affect the rest of the games that are played on Saturday,
so
right?
we're doing this as part of a team, which is the Tabletop Community.
Cool.
Tabletop
Gaming Network.
Tabletop Gaming Network, that's what it is. It's a Twitch community team that we're on, and we're the first of 4 streams tomorrow that's doing it. So what happens in our game will loosely affect what happens in the next game and the game after that.
That's cool.
So you can watch all day and just watch stuff go on.
Basically, it's a 12-hour campaign.
Right.
That's awesome.
With an evolving story. That's really cool.
But it's
That's
in
really
different
cool.
settings, so it's not all D&D. There's one is Open
Gloomhaven.
Legend, one is Gloomhaven, and the other one is also D&D, I believe, so.
That's
Yeah,
cool. That's some
that's
cool
fun.
stuff.
Yeah,
Should be really cool. Check that out tomorrow, guys.
Yeah.
Anyone else have anything they want to plug before we head out?
Jordan,
All right.
What year is this taking place in?
This is taking place in 1879. I believe we are on April 12th of 1879 at this point. And yeah, don't do the math. And guys, I want to thank you all for tuning in. We've got lots of cool stuff happening at Saving Throw almost every day of the week. Awesome games that we're running. A bunch of games just ended their seasons. We have some new stuff starting up soon. So definitely check out our social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for updates on what we'll be having coming
Check
up
out
in the coming week.
Yeah, Patreon as well.
Patreon.com/SavingThrowShow.
Yep.
And then you can also check out our website at savingthrowshow.com. So, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Again, no smoking inside. We're going to leave you with a tip of the hat and some finger guns. Pow, pow, pow.